Good evening. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Sunday. Happy random day in the temporal universe that is our lives. Welcome. This is Jacks Comicrypt. I'm Brendan. This is Al. Tonight, we have a very fun guest star to kind of round up our little holy trinity here. We have our best bud Marshall hanging out here. Not to be confused with Robot Marshall, who's skulking in the back somewhere. Robot Marshall doesn't like being here when Marshall's here. Welcome. So glad to have you here. We are coming to you live from the great city of Philadelphia.
He's holding the logo.
Yeah, he holds the logo up.
I love to do it. That's how
you wanted to see how the sausage was made.
This is it.
This is it. You're watching it.
That's the highlight of my day.
Yeah. In fact, you just witnessed the only creative moment of the entire show. When Al pretends he's holding up the logo. Anyway, how you doing, everybody? We are, as much as I would say, we're going to talk about comics, because we are, and all that kind of stuff, but we're kind of here to sell some comics. But in the process of selling those books, hopefully we'll learn something. We'll learn something about ourselves. Maybe one day I'll know what I want to be when I grow up. It's still a space ninja, but, maybe dreams change. Anyway, we're here until 8 o'clock. We're just going to hang out with you guys. We're going to try to be a little cool. Last week we were pretty wired. We were quite upset with each other. I think we're a lot more on the same page this week, right? Not as much Fight Club, right? Yeah.
I mean, I seem to remember a tantrum.
A tantrum, okay.
In which a bundle was thrown at me
what?
for no reason.
A tantrum?
A tantrum. If anybody can believe it, we have a claim on the Vengeance also.
No way, for real?
So
Already?
Shout out to Mr. Rayo.
All right.
Well done on the Vengeance #1.
All right, say goodbye to it.
Goodbye.
All right, bye, Vengeance #1. For anyone who doesn't know why Vengeance #1 is so expensive, Vengeance #1 is officially the first appearance of a little character by the name of America Chavez, also referred to as Miss America. She's become a pretty big character over the past decade, but the reason why her kind of star is on the rise and her first appearance is definitely rocketing up in value. She has already been cast and confirmed to appear in the next Doctor Strange movie. And if anyone's been watching WandaVision, and you know anything about the subtitle of the Doctor Strange movie, the multiverse is coming, and America Chavez was a character that was from a different like reality Earth or something, but now she's on the 616, stuff like that. And who knows? They'll probably do a Disney Plus series about her.
Do you know why there was an Image series where she was in?
Image? America Chavez, the Marvel character?
If somebody can clarify this for me, there was like an Image series a year or two ago where I believe she showed up, or she was, and Eric and I were both like, "Isn't that a Marvel property?"
Was it a Joe Casey?
It was a parody, or it was a copy of America Chavez.
Okay.
The name was different.
Okay, but it was the
But
same.
I know exactly what
you know what I'm talking. Okay,
yeah.
all right. Then.
Was it a Joe Casey book?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, because Joe Casey created her, I assume. Him and Nick Dragata, who, you know. Speaking of which, hey Al, why don't you grab another copy of Vengeance #1?
Well, there we go.
It's not as good a copy. That was our best copy, but we technically have another copy. So let's bring it out, just in case anyone else shows up in the show and wants our second copy. Who isn't in the next Doctor Strange movie? Well, I'm not. Al isn't. Marshall might be. But no, man, that new Doctor Strange movie, like next to like Ragnarok and Civil War, and then the next Thor movie, those are chock-a-block full of just crazy characters and stuff like that. Like I know for a fact the Guardians of the Galaxy are in Thor 4. You know, that's been confirmed. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. All right. So as the show goes on, we're gonna, we'll be doing our little spotlight books. Also, we'll roll out some bundles. But we're going to try something different this show. We're going to do 2 lightning rounds, okay? So sometime during our second segment, that's after our first commercial and before 6 o'clock, we'll do about 10 minutes where we are going to randomly pull out comics published by Dell and Goldkey, from the decades of the 50s and 60s. A lot of it's funny animal books, some of it's Tarzan, some of it's like Lost in Space, a lot of weird, random stuff. But what we're going to do is we're going to sell each issue for $1. That's it. So, we'll do a little 10 minutes, we'll do a lightning round, we'll be like, this is Tom and Jerry, this is that. And we're just going to just run through it. If you find a book that you want for $1, just pull the trigger, it's yours. And then probably on our third segment, so that's sometime after the 6 o'clock hour, before 6:30, we are going to do another lightning round, but we're going to do this with variants. Yes, we're talking about variants that range from $6 all the way up to $30, okay? And what we'll do is, sight unseen, we're just going to pull these variants out at random, and we're just going to keep going. But the one thing is, every variant, no matter what its price is $5, okay? So we're clear. All right, so $5.
These are premium variants.
They're great variants.
Like 1 in 15s, 1 in 25s.
Yeah, these are not cheap variants, okay? Now, there are a couple like $6 to $8 ones, but we looked up a lot of those. They don't go for just $6 to $8,
Yeah, it's,
And plus, again, it's $5. I mean, most of the comics that the variants are made out of, the cover price is $4.99, $3.99, $5.99. So anyway, so we have 2 lightning rounds this show to look forward to. We got a throwback and we got a variant. All right, cool. With that said, we're going to talk about some of the books that we have up here next to us that Marshall was so nice to pick for us. And if you were there for our show previously, a la half an hour ago, you know that Marshall always picks out books that people want to buy. Because if you want to guarantee, and hey, anyone running any shows on the experience, if you want someone to curate your books, if you want to guarantee you're going to sell certain titles and issues, you get Marshall to pick them for you, all right?
Hey, wait, I'm just going to take care of his picks.
Okay.
I'm just going to clean these
You're
off.
Dust them off?
Yeah, just make sure that they're nice and clean.
Nice. All right, with that said, though, Marshall, which book would you like to start with us talking about?
How about an E.B. Smooth speculation?
Ooh, is that this Exiles #2?
Exiles is what I was thinking.
For anyone who's been watching our shows, you've heard of the E.B. Smooth speculation siesta. That's when someone sleeps on these speculation books. You don't want to sleep on them. Anyway, this is Exiles #2. This is considered the first appearance of the brand new Valkyrie. Now, this Valkyrie, the reason why it's a speculation book, she might get a Disney Plus show. They're talking about it. They're already casting it. It's at this point, I think our show should just be let's sell books for characters that are getting a Disney Plus series. So anyway, this first appearance of the new Valkyrie, who is about to show up in a lot of Disney Marvel media. It's only $8. It's a very fine near mint.
Shout out to Ashley from England.
Hey, whoa, someone from England. Hello from across the pond. I spent almost 2 years in England. I loved it. I used to live near Edgware Road by Hyde Park. Anyway, that's all. So, all right, so there's our Exiles number 2. Hey, I got really excited. It's not very often I get to talk about my time.
Ashley knows.
Oh.
No, I'm just making that up. No.
Yeah,
Ashley left. Ashley's done.
Oh, Ashley's already gone?
Probably.
She stopped by, said hello, and then bounced.
So
She's like, oh, this idiot wants to talk to me about living in England? What a dummy. What do you think? What do you think? We all live in Zone 1?
Lisa's back. What's up, Lisa from
Hey,
Cincinnati?
Lisa. What's up, Cincinnati? Little Italy, Cincinnati. Tell your husband we said hello.
Lisa had a gentleman pick up her book this week.
Oh, really?
No, it was not her husband. I asked, and he said no.
No, it's probably somebody who just,
He's a priority friend of hers
sent
in
it
the
to her.
city.
Man, you really like to try to blow up Lisa's spot, don't you?
I do.
You're just constantly poking at it.
I'm curious.
You know,
I'm
we
curious.
get like one female viewer, and you want to like push her away.
I don't want to blow up Lisa's spot.
Okay, so we talked about Exiles number 2, the first appearance of the new Valkyrie, who's going to be in all these shows and movies. Marshall, what is our next book we would like to talk about?
How about Captain America?
Ooh, now this is our little Fifth Dimensional Imps CD. This is one of his books, okay? This is Captain America 193. For anyone not familiar, this is when Jack Kirby came back to the character. This is after he left DC and he began his Mad Bomb storyline. So this is the return of Jack Kirby to Captain America, which would lead into one of the weirdest stories of Captain America of all time. This is a favorite of mine. I love Kirby's Captain America. Now, this is a $20 book. What's my grade for this? Do I have that? I have that with my CD book. CD book notes. It's okay. I just want to make sure people know what the grade is. I think it's like a fine plus, maybe.
CD notes.
Yeah, it was in the addendum notes I gave.
Oh,
It's a small list with really no notes except for price and condition. Oh, for real? Like, you really don't have them?
No, I really don't. No.
Oh, okay. Then forget it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Right.
We're live.
Anyway, don't have it.
All right, it's $20. I believe.
I can look up the condition.
Yeah, I can look up the condition because we have a little bit of stress here on the spine. It's got some pretty sharp corners. You know, it definitely has a little, man, this like weird bleed.
What is it, $20?
$20.
Oh, yeah, it's very fine.
Very fine. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And that's 193, yeah.
193. Yep. Kirby returns to Captain America. All right, so there we go. King Kirby is back and greater than ever. It even says that on the book. All right, Marshall, where would you like to go for next?
I'm thinking Shazam.
Shazam! All right.
Apologies to Ashley. Ashley's a dude. No disrespect.
Oh, sorry, Ashley.
Sorry, we didn't mean anything by it.
We really hoped we got a second female viewer. That's our fault, okay? Just so we're clear. That was us getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Yo, what's up, Big Seth? Big Seth in the chat.
Big Seth, what's happening, bud? All right, I do have notes in Shazam. So this is Shazam number 13. This was, I believe, around Shazam number 11 to around 18 or 19. We're all 100 pagers. So here we go. This book is $12. Graded at what, Al?
Very good plus.
Very good plus. Yes, it's not in the best condition. Yeah, it's pretty beat up. But still, it's a 100-page Shazam. You get Mr. Tawny trying to sell people vacuum cleaners. The Pandora Pirates. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to read a comic with Pandora Pirates? Mary Marvel fights the Haunted Clubhouse, probably because they wouldn't let girls into the group. You know, it's probably a lot of little boy farts. Yeah. You see where Mary Marvel fights the Haunted Clubhouse? Yeah, that's little boy farts. You can tell. All right, so that's a $12 book at very good plus. All right. So, Marshall, what's the next book you would like to talk about?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. All right, this is the Raphael Ienko? God, man, why do I even try to pronounce some of these? I come off like an idiot. All right, so this is Darth Vader #1. This is the new. Shoot. This is the new series. Yes. This is the first issue of the new series. This is the 1 in 25 variant. It's a very fine near mint. We're selling it for $15. So yes, this is also the first appearance of Zeb 6-7 or something. Darth Vader's aide. Are you reading this Darth Vader series? You're not.
I am not.
Do you have any interest in Darth Vader?
I do.
Okay. As a character?
As a character.
As a concept?
Do you read like the Star Wars comics, any of them?
Not currently.
No?
Did you jump on when they restarted in 2014, 2015?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
And how long did you stick with them before you gave up?
Star Wars I read for about the first 30 issues.
Okay.
And then the first Darth Vader book I read throughout.
That was excellent. The Kieran Gillian.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But I've heard very good things. The Vader books have really held up, you know. Oh, we're saying goodbye to it?
Mr. Williams is going to take the Vader book.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. All right, good stuff. All right. Hey, man, finally, one of your books sold.
I'm sorry.
No.
Finally, does everything in the Star Wars, it all takes place between the first two movies as far as the
no.
series?
So the first volume of Star Wars, which was the Jason Aaron stuff, the Greg Pak stuff, then I think even Kieran Gillian came on at the end, and then the first Darth Vader series. They all take place after New Hope.
Okay.
When Star Wars stopped and then started up with new numbering, and then when I think Charles Soule took over and restarted the Darth Vader book, those titles I'm pretty sure take place after Empire.
So everything, as far as timelines, it all matches up.
Yes, actually pretty well.
That's pretty interesting.
The comics are very a little bit different than the Marvel comics, because obviously the movies were all done sort of to a certain degree and they were kind of doing their own thing. These recent Marvel comics really do kind of, and you get the feeling that a lot of the characters they're introducing in a lot of these Star Wars comics are definitely showing up in Star Wars shows and movies and stuff, because Disney owns everything. So as the joke goes, once Disney bought Marvel, bought The Simpsons, bought Indiana Jones, all they need to do is purchase my parents' divorce and they will own my entire childhood. Good stuff, yeah. I did not make up that joke, but the moment I read it, I was like, I will tell that joke until the day I die.
Hey, Brendan, speaking of The Simpsons.
Yes, Marshall.
We have a Simpsons book up.
We do have one. Now, this one is from 2018. So even though we have it marked here at $8.50, I'm selling it for $8, which is its cover price. This is the Bartman Spectacular Super Secret Saga. This is a big one-shot of all Bartman stories, of all his little Bartman friends and his little Bartman dog and his Bartman best buddy, whatever. But these Bongo Simpson comics, they're not really producing really much anymore. Are they done completely?
There hasn't been a new one
in a long time.
Years.
And again, even some of these books don't always have the most value per se, but they're really hard to find.
They're impossible to find. They would do them I think quarterly for a while.
Yeah.
Halloween special. I don't even think they did a Halloween.
Treehouse of Horror specials. Yeah, they would do I think some of the last ones they did was that The Incredible Mo.
Yeah.
They would do little one-shots and stuff like that.
Those were actually pretty good, too.
Actually, if you like the shows, man, the comics were always good.
And it was always a little racier than the show. It was just a little more adult. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and they definitely lampooned the comic industry a lot more than even the series did. In fact, the series from the Bongo stuff that's probably the hardest to find is the Futurama books. Those books are really difficult to find.
I didn't even know there was any.
Really? Oh, yeah, you weren't working here at the time that Futurama was being published.
No.
Yeah, Al left us once upon a time. But again, this is a black hole that sucks everybody back. You can't get away.
Can't escape the gravitational
Not the gravitational pull of Fat Jacks Comicrypt.
Just to address the chat.
Oh, yeah, what's going on in the chat?
We do ship to the UK. We have no idea about prices.
So shoot.
That's something we'll have to work out. If you want to DM us during the week on our Facebook page.
I never did the business.
You didn't. But international shipping is something like that. That's not the flat rate that we offer for the U.S.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Okay. Our producer Kyle was nice enough to make us a website, but we weren't prepared to give him the proper information to be able to use it this week. So hopefully it'll be ready, to go by next week.
Like email address.
Yeah. So obviously, anyone who's in the Philadelphia area, if you have access to our Center City or our Oakland Jersey shop, obviously anything that you would purchase this evening, we would hold for you here at the shop, and you just come by and pick it up. Anybody from outside of the area, yes, we absolutely ship. I'm pretty sure most shipping is $7. But obviously, multiple orders will combine into one big order to try to keep shipping costs as low as possible. Regrettably, yeah, that's a great question. We don't know about international shipping yet. Obviously, it's something we could do. We just don't know what it would cost quite yet. So with that said, anyone who wants to purchase a book where we need to ship you, or if you have questions about shipping, until we get that website going next week, if you want to hit us up this week, go to our Facebook page. That's Fat Jacks. It's facebook.com/Fat Jacks Comicrypt without the apostrophe. You'll go to our main Facebook page, and there you'll find, I believe, a direct message and an email. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. And so you can contact us that way. Most likely a gentleman by the name of Eric or Mike will be able to get back with any information or questions that you have. Or if you purchase something and you want it shipped, just hit us up and give us your contact information. Obviously, we don't want to get anyone's contact information in the chat or anything like that. No. So please go until we get our little website up and running by next week. Go to our facebook.com, Fat Jacks Comicrypt, and I know there's like a button or something, email, contact us, whatever, and let them know, hey, this is my name, this is my contact information, these are the books that I was looking for from this past week's show. Also, if you want to claim the book, it's probably self-explanatory, but hit us up in the chat. Be like, I want that book. I want that, whatever. We'll put it off aside for you. And again, we'll work out, the rest of the stuff later. If for whatever reason you're watching us right now, but you can't interact in any of the chat, but you are interested in purchasing a book, or you have a question for any of us, if you want to give us a phone call, we'll give out our number. It's 215-963-0788. All right? So, because regrettably, for anyone who doesn't know, Al and I, we can't respond in the chat. So if you don't get a response from us acknowledging the book you want or something, hit us up again. Just keep hitting it until we acknowledge it here on air live. We're working through all of our little stuff. We'll get this going. We'll be a perfect oiled machine before you know it. No. But we're going to try to make this as easy for you guys as possible, because obviously we can't be here without your participation, without your attention, and without your interest in whatever we're selling.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps. Yeah. So with that said, I apologize. I forgot to do the business. That's the problem with doing 2 shows in a row. You just get in the flow of one show, and then the next show begins, and you just keep going, and you forget that you have to kind of start all over again for a new audience. But with that said, if anyone has any questions, please hit us in the chat. We'll try to answer them as quick and as best as possible, or give us a phone call, 215-963-0788. All right. With that said, I guess what time is it? Just so I don't want to miss the first commercial or anything.
6:30.
Oh, we're already at 6:30?
6:25.
6:25. Okay, so how about this, Marshall? Why don't you pick another book, and we'll talk about that book, and then we'll probably go to commercial soon after.
I'm looking at the Wizard 1/2 issue.
The infamous Wizard 1/2 issues. We've had a couple of them on the show so far. This might be one of the more expensive ones that I've seen. This is the Silver Surfer, Witchblade, Devil's Reign. That was a kind of crossover between a bunch of Top Cow characters and some of the Marvel characters. So you got like Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer, Witchblade, Cyber Force, all those kind of characters. Well, this 1/2 issue is sort of the prelude that kind of sets off the whole storyline. And because it's one of those you had to mail away for it, it's rare. And because it's Silver Surfer, because it's connected to a weird kind of late 90s storyline that some people remember fondly, this has some value. This is a very fine near mint copy at $12.
You know what's crazy? I just priced up the last part of that.
What was the last part?
It was a one shot.
And it was just Devil's Reign?
Silver Surfer, and it was part 8 of the series.
Really? They had 8
parts? Because I was like, oh, we could bundle that. Let me look this up. And I was like, no, we can't bundle. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
Because we don't have anywhere near any of those issues.
Yeah, we definitely don't have all of them.
No.
I would love to have bundled something like that. It's so funny. There's all these like image, like 90s storylines that you would think that you would have like Extreme Sacrifice or Wildstorm Rising.
Yeah.
What were some of the others? And I was convinced. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna make multiple bundles out of these storylines, dude. I have first of all, I didn't realize that most of those storylines were like 12 to 18 parts. It was just insane. And in end, I'd end up finding maybe 4 out of 18. I'm like, are you kidding me?
People hold on to that stuff.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, every issue before or after the tie-in issue, we're all there.
Oh, no kidding.
But for whatever reason, man, people really like those image crossovers, you know?
Just to address Ashley in the chat, I'm fairly certain we don't have any Boba Fett comics at the moment.
Oh, dude, no, man. We have been so cleaned out.
Yeah.
We're not. You might be joining us for the first time, maybe, and you're going to find out very quickly. Myself and Al are not the brightest comic book store employees, and a lot of people are a little bit ahead of the curve than we are. Soon, once Mandalorian season 2 started happening. And suddenly people heard about what characters were going to be introduced in the season. And then once those characters started to be introduced, suddenly every Star Wars comic from Marvel, Dark Horse, stuff that we couldn't give away a couple years ago. People came in and sight unseen just bought everything.
Just bricks at a time.
Just bricks. And they would literally tell us, they're like, I don't even know what's in here, but give me them all.
Yeah.
And Boba Fett, we both know. What issue is that? The Marvel Star Wars, issue 41, 42, which is technically the first appearance of Boba Fett in comics. Man, that book's going for a few $100s now, and forget it if you get it slabbed. It's insane. So yeah, man, so sorry. We know that for a fact. Again, if we don't know and you want us to look for something, we'll run back and go looking. Maybe we'll wake up Robot Marshall and get him to look.
42 was the first Boba Fett.
Okay, Star Wars 42 from Marvel.
It's 120 in Overstreet, so that means it's probably like $500.
Yeah, it's like $500. You slab that thing, it's probably like an $800 book. It's insane. And wait till that book of Boba Fett show comes out, and they start introducing all the different bounty hunters. Because if you want to get into some Star Wars speculation right now, look for first appearances of some of the more famous bounty hunter characters. Because it's almost guaranteed they're showing up in that Book of Boba Fett series for Disney Plus.
What is it? That's the lineage? It's all bounty hunters?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. All the rumors are that the whole show is going to focus on like sort of the bounty hunter economy, society, that kind of thing. They're gonna, like, the Mandalorian is more the honorable thing, but the Boba Fett stuff, every impression I get, we're going to see the seedy underworld of the Star Wars universe. So you're going to get like Bosk, maybe IG-88.
Be little imps with horns running around. And
I'm actually pretty sure we actually have the first, if anyone's interested, I'm pretty sure we have the first appearance of Bosk. He's the sort of kind of reptilian, the yellow reptilian. He was a cool Kenner toy. He was a really cool toy. Something about the thick arm and he didn't have a wrist.
Which is that?
He kind of looks like a yellow sort of like reptile.
Okay.
He wears like sort of this white suit with a little bit of like.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you saw him, you would know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that said, I guess we're running up against the commercial break.
We got a couple minutes.
Oh, really?
Minutes, yeah.
Okay. So, Marshall, we're talking about Star Wars anyway. Not to cut you off, Marshall, but let's talk about Star Wars number 3 from what year is this? 1980, or is this 79? Because Because I'm pretty sure the Marvel series started in like 77, 78, right?
It was 84.
Yeah, like Chaykin didn't even know what Darth Vader really looked like, which is why he looked more like the concept art in the original issues. Like Darth Vader, like a lot of these characters don't look like they do in the movie because I think they were drawing the adaptation of A New Hope like before the movie actually came out. So anyway, this is Star Wars #3, and on my notes, and now this is a big one. Now, the two biggest Star Wars issues, even though I was just talking about, obviously the first appearance of Boba Fett is a huge one, but issue #1 and #2.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
Because I thought you said issue 83. I apologize. So this is 77. For this issue, it was 77.
This issue is from 1977. Yes. Because the first 6 issues of the Marvel Star Wars comic book, the first 6 issues is technically an adaptation of A New Hope. In fact, this issue is during the breakout of trying to, obviously you can tell by the cover, it's when they break the princess out from the Death Star the first time. So now this is, what do I have this graded at? It's $25.
This is very fine. And it's the first appearance of a TIE fighter in comics.
Yes. Oh, that is okay. All right. I did not know this. Now, if some like super uber Star Wars geek out there wants to say that I'm wrong, but the one thing I learned about this is, technically speaking, this is the first appearance of a TIE fighter in any published media. And when I say published, I'm also referring to the movies as well. You know, no, it wasn't a TIE fighter, right? Wasn't it the first appearance of a TIE bomber?
This is TIE fighter on the page.
Then maybe I'm wrong. All right. I got really excited because there is an issue that technically...
issue 15 is the first appearance of a TIE.
That's right, because a TIE bomber was introduced in the Marvel Comics before it ever showed up in a movie. Wow. Okay, yes, all right. Maybe, I think that note, I think, was a joke. Issue #3, yeah, because issue #1 and 2 are the first appearance of every like famous Star Wars character, and issue #3 is the first appearance of a TIE fighter in comic books. We're all just having a good laugh.
I get it. I love when jokes are explained to me.
Hey, if I've learned anything about comedy, if you need a joke to be really funny, explain it in all of its detail.
Do you want that Star Wars?
Yeah, sure, bring it out. Like, if we're not going, or maybe, you know what? We'll wait till after the commercial, and we'll bring out the first appearance of a TIE bomber in any media. With that said, I don't want to push it because I don't really know the time. Kyle, are we up on it? Is this commercial time?
We're just about. Yeah, I think he said 35.
35. Oh wait, we're gonna wait till 35.
Yeah.
Did we start late?
Yeah. I mean, I think we wait till 35.
Then maybe we should pull out that.
Yeah, we'll do this one.
Yeah.
We'll do one more, and then I don't know why I keep doing it backwards.
Yeah, no, but cool. Okay, so here it is. This is the one I was talking about. So this is from Marvel Comics, Star Wars #15. Now, what year is this? It's like
this is 1978.
1978. Okay.
Very fine plus.
Very fine plus. We have it here at $15. So now again, all of my research, I was looking in like, what was it, Wookiee? Like the Wikipedia, that's like the Wookieeverse, or the
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Okay, I was looking and looking and looking, and when I say I understand, maybe some like concept artist created the TIE bomber or what have you. That's fine, but in terms of everything I looked, this issue predates Empire Strikes Back. It predates some of the novels of the TIE bomber toy. I mean, did that ever even come out? It doesn't matter. But for all I can tell, this issue here is the first appearance of a TIE bomber in any media. Any media. And if I remember, now is this the first appearance of Crimson Jack and his space pirates that is an antagonist for Han Solo, or is this just an issue where
it's just an issue where he
fights? Yes. Yeah. Now I don't know if Disney Plus is going to come out with a Crimson Jack and the Space Pirate show, but don't sleep on it. Right?
I mean, his name's Crimson Jack.
And space pirates. I mean, people love space pirates, right?
That's a Carmen Infantino.
Yes, Carmen Infantino. Just the cover, though, right? Or did he do the interior? Oh, nice. Dude, some really epic artists worked on Marvel Star Wars. You had Chaykin, Infantino, Walt Simonson. Oh, man, what were some of the others?
Michael Golden.
Issue
number 38.
Issue number. Nice.
Is that the only issue he did?
I believe it's 38.
Is it the only issue?
He only did one issue.
Now, do you know what happens in that issue? Do the Micronauts show up?
The Micronauts do not show up.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Does Michael Golden push his weird cult religion on everybody? No? Okay. All right. I thought it was like the Rosetta Stone to understand the Micronauts cult. You know, if no one understands what we're referring to, check the February 14th Fat Jack's Facebook page for the live choppy video that's barely watchable to get that joke.
If you feel like getting nauseous for a joke.
Yeah. And I guess
I think we're about ready.
All right, yeah. I really need because
sorry, Kyle.
Sorry, Kyle. Al, give me more of a heads up because I keep bringing up the commercial.
No, that was good. He made a Sister Act joke. It was good.
Oh, good strat.
It was a good one.
Nice. All right, everybody. We'll see you soon after the commercial. Okay. Take it away, Kyle.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Fat Jacks Comicrypt. This is our little live stream show here on The Experience. If you're just joining us for the first time, thank you. If you are continuing to watch us, thank you even more. We really appreciate all of your time and attention. For anyone who's just joining us now for the first time, we have some spotlight books here we've been talking about. We'll keep talking about. At some point, we'll get to some bundles. We'll maybe even get to some sales books, books on sale. That's all. And obviously, at some point during this segment, we're going to get into our first lightning round. And that is, depending on how it goes, maybe 5-10 minutes, who knows. But we're going to be talking about, a bunch of Dell and Gold Key comics from the 50s and 60s. It's a lot of funny animal books, a lot of Tom and Jerry, and some Disney and Looney Tunes, Hanna-Barbera, Tarzan, Lost in Space, all this kind of crazy stuff. But the fun thing about the lightning round is, no matter what the price of the book is, we're selling it for $1, okay? So $1, and we're just going to start burning through them once we get to that point, okay? We're just going to be like, hey, this is the book, $1, and we'll keep moving on. All right, so with that said, Al will probably, keep me updated and stuff like that.
I'll do my best, everybody.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Al. We really appreciate that. Marshall here is going to keep helping us and stuff like that. Thank you, Marshall.
No problem.
But what we're going to do right off the bat is we're going to start off. We are going to talk about this Fantastic Four issue right here. Al, why don't you check out your notes? This is Fantastic Four 149.
49, that's from 1974. That's a fine plus.
Fine plus. There we go. Not only that, but something that I didn't realize before, but that is Rich Buckler's signature right there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? So there we go. So this is now I believe this is the issue where Namor is shacking up with Sue, and they attack Manhattan together. You know, so
this is a good Valentine's issue.
Oh, this is a wonderful Valentine's issue. If your wife left you for the hotter, sexier man, you know.
This is a good Valentine's issue for me.
Oh, yeah, very much so, yeah. Al, what's going on here? Al, look out behind you.
Something with the chat. Chat's acting up, acting funny.
God, Chat, you're weird, man. I don't know
What's up, Seth? Shout out to Seth is back.
Hey, Seth's back! What's up, Seth? Is that our Seth?
It is Seth.
It is Seth. Hey, Seth just... Oh, my God, I'm like stumbling over my own words.
Brendan's
I'm so excited to see you, man.
He's excited.
Do you think Zanin's out there? Hey, Zanin, come on, but nah.
Zane is in the ether somewhere.
I miss Zanin. We got to do a Zanin Loves You corner again next time, you know? So anyway, this was a fun one. This is during that. What are my notes on this, Al? I wrote a lot.
Namor arrives with sea monsters to take Sue to punish Reed for how he treated Sue and Franklin.
Oh, okay.
Sue attempted to form a romance with Namor in 147.
Oh, okay.
And then at the end of this issue, there's a separation between Reed and Sue.
Okay. This is the separation issue.
And it's a Rich Buckler. He did the art, the interiors also.
Nice.
And Jared Comic.
This issue also predates the rise of divorces in America. I'm pretty sure once Reed and Sue couldn't make it work, then what hope did your parents have? That's for sure.
A generation brought up on that.
Yeah, it's very true. So this book is it's valued at $11.
It's a fine plus.
Fine plus. All right. So there's Fantastic Four 149. All right. And then Marshall, you're pointing at. Okay. All right. Dude, calm down. I get it. All right. So this is the first issue, first print. Now, it is not the gatefold, beautiful gatefold cover. Or, no, it is. Why did I think that this was a separate thing? Yeah, no, this is the original gatefold cover. This is The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. This is a first print of #1. This is a very fine near mint or very fine plus. Very fine near mint. Yep. And we're selling it for $10. These issues are very hard to find. This is also the issue that reintroduces Sabrina, retells her origin, and reintroduces Cousin Ambrose as a young man. Yes, this is the series that inspired or is what is based, the Netflix Sabrina series is based off of.
Who's Cousin Ambrose in the Sabrina series? Is that the cat?
See, you know what's funny about that? I couldn't remember from the original Sabrina who Cousin Ambrose was.
I'm not familiar.
In the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, he's this young man, and you know, stuff like that. He lives with Sabrina and the ants and all that kind of stuff. No, but I don't think Cousin Ambrose was the cat. But now that you mentioned the cat, what was the Sabrina's cat's name?
Honestly, like
most. And why are we asking each other? We should just ask the chat.
Does anybody know anything about Sabrina?
Yeah.
Salem.
Thank you, Marshall. We really appreciate it. All right. No, but who was Cousin Ambrose in the original Archie comics? Like, was he an old man? Was he, you know, I don't know.
What little knowledge I have of Sabrina comes from that Melissa Joan Hart show.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like I didn't have many of the comics.
You want to talk about a woman, an actress who probably joined the Micronauts cult? It's Melissa Joan Hart. Like, she was definitely looking for.
Shout out to Melissa Joan Hart if she's watching.
Yeah, I don't know why you're watching. You know,
Salem. Lisa says Salem.
No, yeah. Salem, nice. Now Salem doesn't hold a candle on my beautiful black cat Luna.
5 minutes ago, called Lisa.
Nice.
You got a cat named Luna?
I do have a cat named Luna. She's my baby. Yeah.
Is she your baby? Is she all black?
She's all black except for a teeny little tuft of white where she gets her namesake from.
Like our little Claire.
Yes, like our little Claire.
Like our young Claire who lives in Jersey now.
But Luna is 3 times the size of Claire and would beat Claire to an inch of her life. Luna would never allow Claire to eat. You thought Levi was we're talking about we used to have a bunch of pre-pandemic. We had 3 cats that used to live here in the store, and they were our beautiful little trinity of kitties. It was Claire and Shayna and the heartthrob, the panty dropper, Levi, our little patch tabby. Tragically, Levi passed away a couple months ago. We were all very sad about that. But Shayna and Claire are still living with Mike. Mike took them, during the pandemic to go live with them, and I don't blame Mike for keeping them there.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
No. Though it would be fun to have Shayna like walk across right now and like knock over everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be awesome if they were here.
Like every now and again, I keep thinking about bringing Parker, my dog Parker, into the show, just to have something different,
Just to have a dog bark at me.
Yes. Well, she loves you once she realizes that she knows you already.
I guess. I suppose. She shows it by barking.
She shows it by barking. There you go. Okay. So Marshall, we've talked about Shazam, we've talked about Exiles and Silver Surfer and Bartman and Fantastic Four and Star Wars and Captain America and Sabrina. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
How about that cool copy of The Rocketeer?
Ooh, The Rocketeer Special Edition. That is not a creepy image in the bottom left-hand corner, that's for sure. But this is, anyone who's not familiar with the beautiful art of Dave Stevens, I wish he was more prolific, honestly. And I know some people might say some of his art is problematic because of how objectifying it is, but boy, he drew some beautiful women. But this is The Rocketeer Special Edition #1, which is also Chapter 5 of the Rocketeer serial. Rocketeer throughout the 80s. I'm not going to call Dave Stevens prolific. How about that?
No.
He sure took his time. I guess he was trying too bad to chase around Betty Page. So over the course of many different publishers, the very first Rocketeer storyline, which is referred to as the Rocketeer serial, every one of its chapters was told in like a different comic. I think Pacific Comics did 2 parts. There were 2 parts prior to that from some other company. This is, I believe, is this Eclipse? Yeah, this is Eclipse Comics, who try to get into the Rocketeer game. And then later Dark Horse would come in. It was crazy. But for anyone who isn't familiar, obviously maybe with the Disney movie, but Dave Stevens, he's one of the great artists that this industry has given us. And the Rocketeer is just such a beautiful throwback to the time of those kind of pulpy serials. Now this is this a Very Fine Near Mint, Very Fine Plus?
That is a special edition, Very Fine Plus.
Very Fine Plus. Okay, so $15.
It's got some Kaluta backups in it.
Oh, that's right. A bunch of these have Kaluta backups. Yeah. I wonder if they were buds, Kaluta and Stevens. Because Kaluta seemed to do a lot of pinups.
Yeah,
and backups for the Rocketeer stuff.
I feel like they're all in that same class.
Yeah, definitely.
Dave. So, I believe he was referring to Dave Stevens' work in the 80s as not prolific.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he get more prolific in the 90s?
No. He died in 2008, and that's Lord Howard Hertz thinks that's what you're referring to because he's been dead.
Oh no.
We're talking about like his. I mean, when he was.
I'm talking about like him during his prime. Yeah. I think he was like Steve Rude or some of those artists that are just. Let's be honest, man. Some of these artists are just so unbelievably talented. I mean, some of the work is just mind-numbing. I mean, mind-melting.
Something like a Franco Francavilla.
Yes.
Most people always want him doing work, and he does nothing.
Or Travis Charest in his more developed painterly style.
Or I ruined a joke.
Frank. How about Frank Quietly? I wish we got more Frank Quietly art. Arthur Adams. I wish we got more than just covers. I mean, there's some artists whose styles I love so much, and I want more from them. But the best we're going to get is their imitators. You ever notice that the imitators of a lot of these artists are just so much more prolific? Mm-hmm. Like Nick Bradshaw, he's a really good artist, but he kind of like when he started out, he had a very like Arthur Adams sort of thing going on. Yeah. But he was able to like produce so much more than Arthur Adams.
You think they just? I mean, like, what do you think? I mean, I don't want to be vulgar and talk about money, but like, do you think Arthur Adams? I guess he can just sustain on doing like a handful of covers a year.
Maybe. I'm convinced now. Don't hold me to this. I'm not a professional artist, much to my chagrin or my attempts in my 20s.
Just like commercial work.
I imagine, yeah. I mean, you're going to get more work. I mean, look at someone like Adrian Tomine. When people were clamoring for more Optic Nerve, and they're like, why doesn't he produce more Optic Nerve? And I go, have you ever picked up a New Yorker? The dude like does a cover for them every like month. Doesn't the New Yorker come out like every week? Yeah, it's a weekly magazine, right? Yeah. And he would, Adrian Tomine, like for like a few years, maybe still to this day.
No, and they're
Every
always,
cover
like,
was an Adrian Tomine cover.
and they're always like iconic. Like they get framed up and put on. They do like calendars and postcard books and all kinds of stuff.
No, absolutely. I mean, that sucks. I mean, sometimes we've grown up with some of our favorite comic artists, and we want them to do more work, but suddenly they have a mortgage. Suddenly they have a family. They have kids.
I mean,
and you got to go where the money is.
Seth makes a good point. Commissions.
Yeah. You know, you're gonna get a lot of commissions.
Yeah,
I mean, thankfully, a lot of those guys now can kind of hold on to some of their own original artwork.
Yeah.
So you can make some money off of that.
I guess that's a big part of it.
That's a big part of it. But speaking of people who will never be credited for all of the work that they did, it's time for our lightning round, and I'm specifically talking about Dell and Gold Key, Funny Animals, Tarzans. I'm talking about books that never have credits. So I have no idea who wrote or illustrated any of these books. Yes, a lot of the Uncle Scrooge we know is Carl Barks. No, oh my God, Barks. Oh, man, I have these.
Giving away. It's his brother Carl Banks.
Yeah, Carl Banks. Okay, so what we're gonna do for this lightning round? Okay, did we just take everything down?
I think we're good.
Did the modem just go?
No, we're good. We're fine.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Everything's fine.
Okay. Did we not just? Okay, we're all good, right?
We're good.
Okay.
Everything's still fine.
All right, because that's the variant box.
Is it?
Yeah.
What I can do?
Okay. Al dropped our modem. Here we go. There it is. Okay, now we're gonna start the lightning round. It's really simple, people. I'm just gonna pull out a book. I'm gonna be like $1, and then here, let's move some of these books here. Okay. So here, Al, would you hold these in the back? All right. So Al's gonna pull the book. He's gonna hand it to me. I'm gonna shove it off. I'm gonna try to say what it is. $1. Every one of these issues is $1. Okay. Now, we're going to try to do maybe 10 minutes, or we'll see how this goes. It probably won't go very fast. Okay, so the first up is Adele 15 Cent. This is Flying Saucers comic. It's a collector's edition. I have no idea what number it is, but it's $1. All right, and then we have, boom, Hanna-Barbera presents The Cave Kids with Pebbles and Bam Bam. Man, you can't... Is that bad? They're using the dinosaur as like an umbrella or what have you? Either way, it's $1. Here we go. What do we got up here? Okay. Oh, Dr. Solar, Man of the Atom. This was the Whitman comics and stuff like that. So Dr. Solar is fighting some dude in a green jumpsuit. $1. All right. What do we got next? We got.
Give me that one. Seth's taking that one.
Oh, Seth's taking the Dr. Solar.
Shout out to
All
Seth.
right, Seth, buddy.
Seth.
Seth, man, you gave us this This is you, buddy. We should call this the Seth lightning round. All right, Magnus Robot Fighter, 4000 AD from the Whitman. Great painted cover. I have no idea how the interior is, but it's only $1. All right, boom. Now we're gonna go to our Looney Tunes. Okay, some kid drew on it. It's probably really expensive. It's definitely from like the early 50s, but it's okay. It's $1. All right, there's our Looney Tunes 10 center. What's our next one? Our next one is another Looney Tunes. This is the one where Bugs Bunny threatens to cut Elmer Fudd's throat if he doesn't leave him alone. It's very scary. I'm pretty sure, Bugs Bunny, read the Pee-wee Gaskins biography. It doesn't matter. I'm taking too much time. It's only $1.
Give me the first one, the Dell one. I don't know what.
The Flying Saucer comics?
Flying Saucer.
There you go. So boom, there's the Looney Tunes.
Cool.
All right, next one up is Hi-Ho Silver. Have you ever wanted to read about Lone Ranger's horse by himself? You can for $1. All right. Boom. Next one up is, Little Lulu. I can't even pronounce words. I have no idea what happens in this comic, but it's only $1. You find out. You buy it and tell me. Boom. Next up, for $1 is Walt Disney Comics starring Donald Duck and Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I don't know what they're doing to their father. Or no, it's not their father. It doesn't matter. It's $1. Next up is, boom, it is Daffy Duck playing a saxophone. Find out why he's playing a saxophone for $1. All right, next up is, boom, Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. It's another Donald Duck and the cousins. And it's a 50 happy years. I wonder what year this was. It doesn't matter because it's $1.
Can I get the Little Lulu?
Yeah, Little Lulu's going. Boom, there you go. Next up is Bonanza. Okay, this book is a piece of garbage because someone like whitewashed all over it and did like it doesn't matter. It's $1. It's Bonanza. It's so much fun. And I've already lost my partner in crime. What is our next book? Boom. All right. Did someone call? Are we okay?
No, we got it.
All right, we got another Walt Disney comics and stories, another Donald Duck and the kids. Don't litter, don't get naked. I don't know what they're doing, but it doesn't matter. It's $1. Next book, $4 is Uncle Scrooge and the Golden Fleecing. It's like Jason and the Argonauts, but with Uncle Scrooge. $1. Next up is bam, Tarzan of the Apes. It's Tarzan. He's riding a rhino. I think he's going to stab that woman. It doesn't matter. It's $1. Life's cheap. Next up is another Tarzan of the Apes. He's fighting a Triceratops. Find out why. $4. All right, next up for $1 is Walt Disney Comics and Stories, but this is a little bit later. This is definitely not from the 50s or 60s. Doesn't matter. It's $1. Next up is another Walt Disney Comics and Stories, but this one with Goofy. And this is also another one. I'm pretty sure it's from the late 80s, early 90s. Doesn't matter. $1. All right. Next up is a book bearer. Oh, it's Dagar the Invincible. Look at that cool painted cover. It's a tale of sword and sorcery. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's only $1. Next up is Goofy Adventures. Yay! They're doing stuff in Greek times and whatnot. Tell me all about it when you buy it for $1. Next up is, it's another Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck being really cool. Look, he's got a ball and a pad. He's got a yo-yo, and he's so, it's $1. All right, next up is Woody Woodpecker and his weird children. I don't know where they came from, but tell me more. $1. Next up is, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers on the tail of the King of the Beasts. $1. Next up is another Bugs Bunny comic where him and his weird partner are doing terrible things to each other. And why is Bugs Bunny's butt so prominently? I don't care. It's $1. All right, next up. All right, Marshall, what are we doing for time? Does it feel like the lightning round's going too long or not long enough? Mickey Mouse and the Search for the Lost City. It's Mickey and Goofy doing stuff. $1.
It's almost 7 o'clock.
All right, how long have we been doing this, Al? Is the lightning round still going?
Lightning round's been going for about 15 minutes now.
No way, has it?
10.
Then we gotta stop it. Okay, last lightning. How many books do you have there?
Like 30.
Okay. We're doing 2 more. Okay, so we're doing Walt Disney Super Goofy. He's on a treadmill. No, it's not a treadmill. What the hell? Is he on Saturn? Doesn't matter. It's $1. All right. Oh, and then we have the Roman Holidays from Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, it's like a lion that thinks he's. What's that? What was that actor or comedian who did it? Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. $1. And the last book of our lightning round is Andy Panda. He was a character. He was around. It doesn't matter. $1. All right, boom! Our first lightning round is done. And I will tell you this. I bet Al we wouldn't sell any, but we sold 2?
2.
3.
3.
Sold 3.
Wow, look at that. Now
we're gonna take a little break.
Oh, and now we're gonna take a break. Good lightning round. All right, Kyle, take us away, buddy. Thanks.
Fight Club.
Marshall, yes, I believe this Star Brand bundle. Yep, we're talking about story bundles here, people. While Al pulls together a couple more, I'm going to talk about some of these. This is the full New Universe Star Brand series, including the annual. Now, this entire bundle retails for $69. Don't make a joke, okay? All right? Be an adult here, okay? All right? Just because I said 69 doesn't mean you could just drag us down into this juvenile just swamp of terrible jokes, okay? But it's not for $69. You're going to have this whole Star Brand set for $20. $20, people. Nice. And then right next to that is the Grant Morrison 6-issue series of The Return of Bruce Wayne. This was after he was killed during Final Crisis, but instead of being killed, he was sent through time. And this whole series is him slowly, because not even being lost in time can prevent Batman from coming back. Now, this 6-issue miniseries retails $24. We're selling it for $9. All right, next to that one is The Return of the Back in Black. This is the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series by Peter David, including the annual. This is issue number 17 to I think around like 23 or so. But this entire bundle retails for $25. We're selling it for $9. All right, next to that is the 6-issue limited series by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. This was during their Marvel Color series. So you have Hulk Gray, which is this one here, which retails for $21. We're selling for $10. But for anyone who doesn't know, that this was also during the time of Daredevil Yellow, Spider-Man Blue, Captain America White. Was there another one?
I think it was those four.
It was just those four, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Batman, Spider-Man.
What's that?
Batman, Spider-Man.
Batman, Spider-Man.
got-
Batman and Spider-Man.
Batman and Spider-Man.
Okay. Someone wants them?
Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams. All right, buddy. There you go.
And Mr. Hunter's going to take Spidey. Is there another Spidey, or was this the only Spidey up there so far?
That was the only Spidey, so you might want to make sure.
All right. Well, Mr. Williams got it first. You gentlemen can work it out amongst yourselves.
Yeah, you're friends.
You guys,
Come on, guys.
You guys.
Let's all just get along, people.
We'll get you some more bundles.
There's a lot of strife in this world. Let's be the change we want to see in it. Okay. Nothing's better than when you exasperatedly just be like, stop, Brendan. We can't anymore. All right, so here's another bundle. This is the Secret Six series by Gail Simone.
Woo!
Yeah, thank you.
Shout out to Gail Simone.
Shout out to Gail Simone for no other reason than just we want to shout her out.
She's awesome.
Give Spider-Man to Hunter, Mr. Williams said.
Okay.
So he's been a good friend.
All right.
So this is part of that Secret Six run. Is it Nicola Scott? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's issue number 8 through 14. It retails for $21, and you can get all of this for $6. $6, people. And I'm pretty sure there's $6 an issue. Is it 6 issues? It doesn't matter. It's still so cheap. These story bundles, man.
They're just too good a price.
Too good a price, man. This stuff. Like some guy came in one time and spent $150 on bundles alone. And anyone who's been paying attention to how we price bundles, just imagine how many comics he walked out with for $150 when they were just all bundles. I mean, that's literally 1982 buying comics for like $150. So here we go. This is a little Vertigo series by Terry Laban and Alex Horley. This is the Battle Axes. These are 4 women that are more badass than Conan doing badass things. So there we go. Battle Axes, the Vertigo series, 4 issues. It retails for $12. We're selling it for $4.
Does that say that they're more badass than Conan?
No, it doesn't, but I said that, yes. Well, I mean, just look at them. They just look so much more
I was
badass.
curious that would be the tag.
And they're not as naked as he is, so they're a lot more, they make me feel more comfortable. Okay, here we have, now this is the full run when Greg Rucka took over Action Comics for a period of time, and Superman was not in the book. And instead, they introduced these Nightwing and Flamebird characters that were from, like, Kandor or maybe Krypton, I can't remember. It even has the annual. So this was, I believe, a 12, 13-issue set of different storylines, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple issues in here that are connected to the World of Krypton storyline that were integral to this story. So this is a full bundle for narrative, okay? So there's going to be a couple issues in here that isn't Action Comics. I believe there was a storyline called Codename Patriot that takes place during this, I think. But anyway, you can find out. So it retails for $32, but we're going to sell it for $12. It's pretty much $1 an issue.
That's a pretty good price.
And then right next to that is the story from the mid-90s, The Death of Clark Kent. Now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is about 10 issues, okay? So it's the triangles. I don't know if many people remember, back in the 90s, the Superman titles did a lot of these triangles.
The worst.
It was definitely the worst, because not every triangle led into the next one and the next one. But for some storylines, and The Death of Clark Kent was one of them, you needed to buy every issue of the 4 Superman titles, which was really annoying when it was coming out, when you were spending $2 to $3 in each issue. But now, over 20 years later, even though it would have cost you $32 in 1995 money, which was probably $40.
If you could find them all, what a pain in the ass it was.
Right. But now, this entire storyline could be yours for $12.
That beautiful foil cover.
I know, right? In fact, usually I do the thing with bundles where the first issue that starts the story and the last issue are the ones that are seen. Yeah. But I couldn't pass up, showing off the foil Death of Clark Kent. Now, this bundle is a real favorite of mine because I almost didn't bundle it. I almost just walked away with it. This is Jeff Smith, the creator of Bone, Razzle. He did this 4-issue series, Shazam, The Monster Society of Evil. This is brilliant. This is such a fun 4-issue miniseries. If you like Shazam or you like Jeff Smith, you can't go wrong. And these 4 issues are starting to become harder and harder to find. Even the collection's starting to become hard to find. But anyway, this retails for $28. We're selling it tonight for $15. So like I said, that's 4. Look how thick this bundle is. And it's only 4 issues. Square bound, prestige, all that fun. Right up here is a little thing called Kabuki, Circle of Blood. Wait, is this actually the full?
That's the first 6 issues of Kabuki. Yeah, that's the whole Circle of Blood story.
Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, because they weren't calling it Circle of Blood, I think, in the first issue. Isn't that what came later?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
With,
So it's the first 6 issues of Kabuki. This was David Mack's senior thesis that he illustrated and wrote at his mom's deathbed. Which kind of informs a lot of the melancholy of this series, and I give him all the credit in the world to do that. It's an amazing piece of work if you've never read the Kabuki stuff, especially later, like past this, when his art style starts to become the multimedia approach he would really define.
Sorry. This is more like just a traditional.
Yeah, black and white ink work.
And this like the story. It's
revenge story. Yeah,
it gets very heavy and very. I mean, as it goes on.
Yeah,
it's
like,
crazy.
Once I learned that this was like his senior thesis, like I could fully understand a lot of this because he was also doing Happy the Clown or
Happy the Clown. We have.
Yeah, we do have some Happy the Clown. Yeah. But anyway, this 6-issue series, if you've never read Kabuki and you want to start out and give it a try, it retails for around $20. In fact, I think a couple of these issues have some value, so maybe our retail is a little conservative. But we're going to give you this 6-issue miniseries for $9. All right, Al, what are we doing for time? Because we got to remember we're going to do our little lightning round.
It's about 10 after 7.
10 after 7? Okay. And when are we going to do our commercial break?
I don't know.
No? Okay. Is it 7:30 the commercial break?
Kyle usually gives me a heads up. Yeah, it's usually around 7:30.
Kyle, how much time? Around 7:30 is our commercial break?
I feel like we're rough. We're a little faster tonight, maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, this bundle is from Crucial Comics. This is Rat Bastard, Fix for a King. Retails for $10, and we're selling it for $5. Al, do you know anything about this book?
Not really. I'd never seen it before. It's pretty adult. That guy, it's just grimy stuff going on. It's like a little crime book.
Okay, all right.
And the rat bastard is the main character.
I mean, he's called a rat bastard, so I imagine
anthropomorphic hijinks.
Yeah. Oh, is this the entire Straczynski Wonder Woman? Great bundle, man. Look at Al's starting to really get into the bundle game, people. Yeah. This is the 14 issues of Wonder Woman by J. Straczynski. This was from issue 600, which actually, Straczynski did a storyline. This actually 600 book is pretty good. But anyway, starting with issue number 600, going all the way to 614. This is Straczynski's entire little Wonder Woman run. It was a little too brief for my taste, but say la vie. It retails for around $47. We're selling it for $20. It's a lot of comics for $20. All right, so those are all of our bundles. We can get into some more bundles, but I also want to point out a Spotlight book just because, in case anyone's interested, we did start out at the show with an even higher copy, but this one's still pretty nice too. This is a very fine near mint, just like the other one was, but there's just a slight little bit of like kind of smudging there that we knocked it down. So this is Vengeance #1, the first appearance of America Chavez, also referred to as Miss America. She is a character that has obviously already been cast and will be appearing in Doctor Strange, the sequel, the new movie. So right now, anything to do with America is pretty hot. For all you know, after the Doctor Strange movie, she'll show up in a Disney Plus series. So anyway, so that is her first appearance. We are selling it for $130. But, if you want to make an offer, we're open to listening. But, that is a lot of comics for $20. Yes, Nick, that is a lot of comics for $20. The Wonder Woman, yes. That's why the story bundles are such a great deal. Everyone should jump at them. And speaking of jumping, do we want to do a lightning round?
Sure, why not?
How do you feel? Marshall, how do you feel about lightning round?
What do you think, Marshall? You ready for it?
I think it's amazing.
You want to do a lightning round?
You want to do a lightning round?
Let's do a lightning
Let's do a lightning round.
Are we doing?
Okay, everyone. So this lightning round is now going to be the $5 variants, okay? So what we're going to do is we have a whole load of boxes over there full of all different kinds of variants. We have variants from Marvel. We have variants from DC. We have variants from Dynamite. We have variants from Dynamic Forces. We have variants from Image. All over the gambit, okay? Now, price-wise, these variants range all the way from like $6 to $8 all the way to $30, okay? So we're talking $10 variants, $15 variants, $20 variants, $25, blah, 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 blah. But what we're going to do is we're just going to start barreling through. We don't know what we're going to pull out. I was just going to start pulling out books. Every variant that I mentioned, that I put up on this screen, $5, okay? $5. No matter what the price is of the variant, $5. Okay, so let us get started with the first variant. Okay, that's
a good one.
Okay, so the first variant is a $15 Secret Empire #6. This is the issue where Hawkeye kills the Hulk. This looks like it's a Lionel Francis Yu variant cover. Now, that is usually at $15, but it's $5 tonight. $5. Put that there. So, boom. This next one is Ant-Man #2. $15 variant, but we're selling it for $5. I really don't know who the artist is. That's still pretty cool. That's a trippy little, that glares there. Okay, so there. Ant-Man #2, $5 variant. All right. Next variant is FF #2 by Greg Horn. It's Thor fighting Loki. $10 variant, but we're doing it $5. $5. It's like $5 footlongs. Here we do. We have a Secret Empire #10. Yeah, #10. Okay, yeah, it's an Ant-Man variant. All right, there we go. Ant-Man variant. Do I even know who this artist is? I do not, but it's a Kirby-inspired, cover. So $5. All right, next variant.
Secret Empire to Mr. Williams.
Secret Empire to Mr. Williams. There you go. $5. All right. Next one up is a Michael Avon Oeming Scarlet #2 variant. Okay. Look at that beautiful little cover. Monochromatic. Gorgeous. So that's $5. All right. Next one up is Secret Avengers with Mike Diodado's Captain America. But he wasn't Captain America at this point. He was just Steve Rogers. All right, so that's Secret Avengers #1, Mike Deodato solo variant, and that's $5. All right. And the next one we have up here now is the Immortal Hulk #31. This was a recent, maybe about a year ago, pre-pandemic. Anyway, this is do I recognize this artist? I do not, but it looks really cool. It's a $5 Immortal Hulk variant. There we go. Next one up. Here we go. We're going to do with another Secret Avengers. This is another #1. This is a $30 variant, and we're selling it for $5. Now, this is another Mike Deodato does a solo character in a Secret Avengers book. And here it's Beast. So, $5. All right, there we go. Next up, Next up is, this is a Betty Veronica Red Sonja Vampirella variant. Look at that. It's a virgin variant, no titles, nothing like that. I don't know if the original has different colors, but that's still just such a beautiful little cover. Again, $5. This one from Dynamite.
Please pick some books.
Yeah, but dude, Marshall, pick books, man. All right, next one up is another Dynamite book. Oh, this is an $18.99 variant. It's kind of strange. It's got a lot of cool gloss and stuff like that. That's an Alex Ross cover. But again, $5. So what is this? The American Spirit versus the Scarab or something? Cool. So $5 variant from Dynamite. All right. Next to that is a Secret Six variant, what we were just talking about earlier. This is another Gail Simone. Now, this one is, again, $5. I'm sorry I don't recognize the artist, even though I do recognize the style. So there we go. Secret Six, number 2, $5 variant. All right. Next up is The Scumbag. Yeah. Oh, God, what a great book. All right, I'm not going to over-talk about this. This is so good. But this is Scumbag number 1, $5 variant. $5. All right. Next one up is Nick Fury. This is a trippy little Greg Land trying to beat Jim Stranko style variant. Now, this is another $15 variant, but we're selling it to you tonight for $5. $5. Okay. All right, we'll go with that one. Now, next one is, it's another Mike Deodato. We're getting a lot of Mike Deodato variants, but this is New Avengers number 13. This is the Mike Deodato variant. We're selling it to you for $5. All right. Next up is, another Dynamite. This is a Red Sonja and Conan. Now, this is not a sketch. Is this a sketch variant? I guess this is equivalent of like a sketch variant, even though it looks like it's inked and stuff like that. But let me not get bogged down in the weeds, because who cares? It's a $5 variant. $5. All right. Next up is a ROM variant. Yeah, from IDW. This is ROM. Again, it's $5. All right. Next up after that is Secret Wars by Gabrielle Dell'Otto. This is Secret Wars number 6. Again, $5. All right, this variant was like $15, $20, but now it's $5. There you go. All right, next up is, this is a sketch variant by Quinones. This is a Firefly issue. Which issue? This is issue number 1, Firefly number 1. This is a blank virgin sketch variant, and it's $5. $5. Oh, speaking of America Chavez, who we were talking about right here in Vengeance number 1. Here she is. This is her own book, America number 3, $15 variant, but we're doing it for $5. $5. I'm telling you, people, buy an America book for $5. You might really get lucky. Next up is Thor. Oh, man, this one, dude, buy this just because all these Thor books are getting really hot. So anyway, this is Thor number 1. This was the final, I think, volume of the Jason Aaron Thor title. But I'm pretty sure the interior artist was Mike Del Mundo. But this is a $5 variant. There we go. All right, next up is, I forgot about this. Here's a variant. I don't know if you want to spend $5 for it, but just, I got to take it out. All right, people, look at the shape of this thing. This is like, they actually cut it to be the shape of the dude's face. In fact, this isn't $5. This is $1. If anyone wants the ferret weird cut cover, you'll get it for.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Williams gets it because he's picking up Thor. So
he's picking up Thor? All right, so then he gets the ferret.
He gets the ferret for free.
Free, yeah, there we go. Good for you, Mr. Williams. Good stuff. All right, what other variants do we have? And how are we doing on time? Because lightning round doesn't work if we don't stop it.
Lightning round, another 2 minutes probably.
Okay, another 2 minutes. Okay, cool. So this is the Green Lantern and Planet of the Apes crossover series. This is issue number 6, and it's $5. And as you can tell, it's made to look like an old Planet of the Apes movie poster. Okay, next up is Fantastic Four number 10. This is the, what was it, Robbie the Robot? What's the Fantastic Four robot? Herbie. Yes, Herbie. So you get a really creepy Herbie cover. $5. All right. After that is, Punchline number 1. This is a $16.99 variant. This variant was going for a lot of money at one point, but right now it's going for $5. So if you're interested, it's yours. $5. All right. After that is, this is a fun one. Quantum and Woody. Throwback to, look how shiny that thing is. Yeah, that's a That's a weird holofoil kind of old throwback variant. It's $5.
That's the last one.
And the last one is our Ravencroft #1. That is our Werewolf by Night variant. Usually clocks in at $15, but we're selling it tonight for $5.
Punchline to Mr. Williams.
Punchline, Mr. Williams. There you go.
Thank
All
you,
right.
We don't have a second copy of the ferret for you, though.
Sorry, we do not have a second copy of the ferret, so you must be satisfied with your first and only copy. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Those were our 2 lightning rounds. We'll have to try that more often, you know?
Ooh, I'm exhausted.
And trust me, we have plenty more where that came from. That's for sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, we don't. Those are one of a kind, and we don't have any more.
Oh, when I say the ones that you purchased or that just, they're one of a kind.
There's no more ferrets, people.
Yeah, but we're going to see a lot more variants going forward. So thank you very much for placating us. That was fun.
You know what?
Rat Bastard. Okay.
I'm sorry. So Punchline's going to Mr. Hunter. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Mr. Hunter. Okay. No big.
Rat Bastard's going to Mr. Rayo.
Mr. Rayo. Cool, man.
Cool.
Thanks, bud.
Cool. Thank you, gentlemen.
Nice. So what are we doing on time? I'm gonna.
Time, it's just about 25 after 7.
All right. So we got a few minutes before
So we
our
got
break.
We got about 5 minutes till break.
About 5 minutes for break. Okay. All right. And we have bundles up here. You're kind of working on stuff.
You want to do a few more bundles?
Yeah. Let's just finish up bundles, and then we'll get back to Spotlight books for our last segment.
You want some Judge Dredd?
Yes. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's do a couple sales. Okay. This isn't bundles. This isn't Spotlight books. We're gonna do a bunch of like books and collections and stuff like that that we're selling for really cheap. Now, I think did we do the Judge Dreads before last week?
We did do Judge Dredd.
We do. I think we did. Yeah. If anyone's interested, I know we brought it up last week. We still have those Garth Ennis Judge Dredd collections for anyone who might be interested. But instead of doing that, we are going to instead talk about those Vertigo crime books. Back in was it like 2008, 2009, 2010? It was sometime in that range. Vertigo, when it was still sort of Vertigo, it's really not anymore. They put out a series of really nice little hardcovers. It was done by a lot of like really cool crime fiction, true crime writers and stuff like that, and really neat artists and stuff. They were all just single, complete stories. They were all obviously noir-esque crime stories, all that kind of stuff. I personally loved them all. Yes, they vary in quality depending on what kind of stories you like, but there was no one book that I thought was not valuable enough to have purchased for the $20 I originally purchased it for.
Just real quick, sorry.
Yeah, no, of course.
To Mr. Hunter, the Ant-Man just got pulled off the thing. I gave you the proper Secret Empire. He didn't want the Secret Empire with Ant-Man on it, but I think
he wanted the one with the Hulk and
okay.
Yeah, that's the one I thought. Did I grab the wrong one?
No, I think he just doesn't see it and thinks I put that in his box.
Oh, got it. No.
You got the first one.
You got the very first one.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so these books were originally, they're nice hardcovers, stuff like that. Only like 2 of them are still wrapped, but we're going to sell these. These used to go for like $20 or so. We're going to sell them for $5 tonight, okay? So again, I'm going to look at that, people. These are complete stories, beautiful little digest. They're all hardcovers. If you're just interested in some really good crime fiction, you can't go wrong. This was the Vertigo Crime series. That's very imaginative. So anyway, this one was from Christos Gage and Chris Samney. Anyone who's familiar with Samney, he's really become big. This was some early Samney art. This is a fun one, all about trepidation. No, not trepidation. How do you pronounce the phrase where you put the hole in your head so you're high all the time? Trepanning. Okay, stop yelling in the chat. I get it. I can't pronounce words. Here is a Jason Starr book, The Chill, illustrated by an Italian artist I'm not that familiar with, Mick Bertolorenzi. Here, this is a fun one. This was actually the very first Vertigo crime book that they put out in this collection, which is why it's the only book that has an actual recognizable character. This by Ian Rankin, who was he was a pretty big crime writer, right, Al?
Yeah.
Like, you know a lot of these writers more than I do.
He did. He's got a whole series. I think he wrote Constantine for a while, didn't he?
No. This is the only Constantine. Yeah. So what I'm getting at is this is the book with John Constantine in it. Yes, it does connect to the original Hellblazer Vertigo series, but this is the only book out of all of this whole series that had a pre-existing character in it. And then here we have by Anderson Gabrich. We have Fogtown, which is a San Francisco crime story. Here is, a lot of people know who Brian Azzarello is. Well, here's his little book called Filthy Rich. By the look on the cover, I imagine there's going to be a femme fatale somewhere in this series, or somewhere in this book. Here we have from Simon Oliver and Jason Latour, Noche Roja. There we go. It's in the tradition of Chinatown and LA Confidential, that's for sure. A lot of Southern California crime noir. And last but not least is another favorite writer of mine by Peter Milligan. This is The Bronx Kill. Yep, it's the mob in the Bronx. Yeah. So there we go. So each of these books is $5. Okay, I mean they're more than worth the $5. That's for sure.
We're good. We're good to go to a chat whenever.
Oh, commercial?
I'm sorry, commercial.
Okay. If anyone's interested in these, just hit us up. Be like, yo, I'm curious about what those Vertigo crime books were. We'll bring them back out again. Until then, Kyle, take the commercial away.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
Hello, welcome back everybody for our last segment of the night. Thank you very much for staying with us. Thank you very much for tuning in, for purchasing any of the books, for placating us. For the last segment, we're going to pretty much just talk about some spotlight books. Obviously, if there's anybody in the chat that has any questions, you want to talk about something, what have you, as much as we want to sell books, we also want to we're here for your entertainment as best we can do. Right, Marshall?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, man. How do you feel having we're getting near the end, but you've sat with us pretty much from the first show into this show?
Yeah, great.
You enjoying yourself?
Absolutely, man.
Okay, all right.
Nothing strange has happened during the show.
No, nothing at all. But I really appreciate you being here, even though you didn't want to be on camera. I fully understand.
What could we do to make the show experience better for you going forward?
Yes. What would you want?
As a viewer?
Strippers.
Yeah. Strippers.
I mean,
okay. What can we do that won't get us into legal trouble? That would probably be more appropriate.
Can I get whenever you're done the Silver Surfer, Mr. Hunter's grabbing him?
Oh, both of them?
I guess so. He says Silver Surfer with in betweener.
Okay, so just so we're clear, Mr. Hunter, so Silver Surfer 17, Silver Surfer 18, they're sort of a two-parter. They introduce a lot of the characters, and this issue in particular reintroduces the Soul Gems. This is the beginning of when Jim Starlin is going to reintroduce Thanos and reintroduce the Infinity. Like this is the beginning of where the Silver Surfer and Infinity Gauntlet books would be heading to. So just to be clear, are we talking about one of these specifically, or are we talking about both? So let us know, and then we'll pull them for you, man. This is Silver Surfer 17, and this is Silver Surfer 18. All right. So you let us know.
Let us know in chat.
Yeah. They're $7 each, and what's their grade?
That's what I forgot.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure they're like very fine.
They're both very fine.
They're both very fine. Okay. All right, cool. So yes, that's Silver Surfer 17 and 18. That's Jim Starlin writing, and that's Ron Lim doing the cover and art.
Cool. He'll take both.
Oh, both. Okay. All right.
Right out the gate, Mr. Hunter.
Mr. Hunter, man. Mr. Hunter, you're crushing it, buddy.
Every time.
All right, there we go. Those are really nice issues.
What do you think? You want me to fill these or just leave it?
Just leave it until we if we cut through them all and we need some more, then we'll pull out some more. Okay, so with that said, let's turn to an EB Smooth speculation book. Oh, someone's going to take House of M.
Take House of M?
All right, so this is the House of M. This is the Oliver Coipel second print. There's a lot of rumors going around this book. This is a very fine near mint copy for $8. Mr. Williams, I really hope you enjoy it. There you go.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, Mr. Williams. Thank you, Mr. Hunter.
Okay. All right, so the big speculation book of this week, for anyone who hasn't been paying attention, is this Brian Michael Bendis and David Mack, who we were talking about earlier. This is the first issue of Cover. Now, this storyline is about supposedly a true story of a comic book artist who was recruited to be a spy or something. Well, HBO Max has optioned this series for an animated HBO Max series. So this book, which about a couple weeks ago you could have got for $5, is now all over the place in value and just keeps going up. But we have a very fine near mint copy here for you for $15. All right.
Was that 6 issues?
Yeah, 6-issue miniseries. Yep. Not to be confused with the other series that was going on at the time, Pearl, who was illustrated by Michael Gaydos.
That was like the tattoo artist.
That's a tattoo artist. Yep.
An assassin or something.
Yep. You got it. Cool. All right. And speaking of our Vengeance #1, the first appearance of did it just get really dark?
Feels like something. Yeah, it did, like something dimmed.
Like something. Yeah, something just happened. Yeah. Maybe the roof is going to cave in on us. Oh, now if there was ever a time I wanted to die on a live stream, it would be right now and the roof caving in on me. But I want you two to live.
And they wouldn't be able to get in because of that truck.
Because is that thing still out there?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna. No one wants to hear it. All right. So we were just talking about America Chavez. She's gonna be showing up in that Doctor Strange movie. We have another copy of her first appearance, which is going for a ton of money. Now this one is her first solo series. This is America #1, very fine near mint, $10. And then over here we have the Jason Aaron, Chris Picciolo, Doctor Strange #1. This is the book that already has a lot of value, or not a lot of, but it's got an interest and a little bit of value because it's the first appearance of Zelda Lawson or something, but she's the character who shows up in Strange Academy. But the thing that makes this book a lot of fun and a lot of interest, this is the hip-hop variant cover, which is an homage to Dr. Dre's Chronic. So this is Doctor Strange #1, hip-hop variant. Now, I believe, Al, because there's a little bit of smudging up here on the cover, Do I have this price at a very fine plus? I'm pretty sure. Like because very fine near
very fine.
Yeah, because very fine near mint, I think it's getting up into like the 20 to 40 range. But anyway, we're selling it to you for $10. So very fine plus, get a little Doctor Strange the Mystic. Yeah, $10, hip hop variant. Dude, did someone pick up America?
Mr. Williams picked it up.
Mr. Williams, all right, man, cool beans.
Lord Howard Hurts. He's actually he's not right. A piece of the ceiling fell out of that hole when he was here last week.
Really?
He's joking because you said the ceiling's
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was in just like a piece of concrete or something just fell out of the ceiling. It was really weird.
Well, you guys remember the story I told you about the middle of the night when I heard this massive crash and I jumped out of bed, and Parker was with me that night. So neither my dog or my cats ever got up to check what was going on. Instead, the human got up with the bat and went looking to see what happened because it literally sounded like someone drove their car through. But that was the thing where I found out the roof in my bathroom, which I never knew, used to be a chimney. And all of these bricks just came crashing down on top of the toilet. So if I was sitting on the toilet, I would have been killed on the toilet, but not for the reasons that you think of when you think of people dying on the toilet.
Well, I didn't know about this.
It's a fun story.
This was in your old house?
My old place, yeah, my old place. And it was in the middle of the winter when it was like 15 degrees, and I had this huge hole in my ceiling, and it was just like all this in my bathroom with my shower and stuff like that. Oh, it's terrible. Anyway, looks like we've said goodbye to a few books.
We said goodbye to Doctor Strange #1.
Doctor Strange, the hip hop variant, great choice. Looks like Punisher #4.
The Mike Zeck Punisher.
The Mike Zeck, all right.
Both to Mr. Williams. He's just jumping at
Good choices, Mr. Williams. Good choices. All right, let's talk about another E.B. Smooth speculation book. This is Slingers #0. This is a wizard, one of those wizard mail away, whatever the heck books. This is the quote unquote first appearance of these 4 replacement Spider-Man characters. You have Dusk, Prodigy, Ricochet, and what's this guy? Bug Guy? Flyboy?
What's it in Hornet?
Hornet. There you go, Hornet. Now, the reason this book is very fine near mint copy, we're selling it for $10. But Sony is trying to develop a bunch of films and series because they still have the rights to these characters. So right now there's a lot of buzz about these characters either getting a movie or a series or what have you.
Pass me Slingers, please.
Slingers #0. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Hunter.
Thank you, Mr. Hunter. Cool.
Right on.
All right, like we were talking about before, Star Wars books are hot, and this one's no different, even though I don't know if there's anything key about it. But this was the early 90s Dark Horse series called The Tales of the Jedi. This is the second one, which was Dark Lords of the Sith. This is issue #5. We have it a very fine plus, maybe very fine near mint, maybe. I don't know the notes. But it's only $6. And again, if you know anything about these Star Wars comics, they're hot and heavy. So there we go. All right.
Mr. Rayo, I'm afraid Mr. Hunter beat you to Slingers #1.
Yep.
Or
Slingers #0.
Slingers #0.
Yeah, because no one beat you to Slingers #1 because it's still sitting back there for $3. All right. Oh, and here, just to go along with our Dave Stevens and stuff, here's the Rocketeer Adventure Magazine published by Comico. See, again, Pacific, Comico, Eclipse, everyone was publishing it. This also has a Kaluta backup feature in it. And I believe this Rocketeer Adventure Magazine might be Rocketeer Part something.
What number is that? I'm sorry.
This is Rocketeer Adventure Magazine #1.
#1. Yeah, this doesn't have any of the.
Oh, no.
It's not any of the chapters.
Oh, so it's like, okay, so this must come after.
This is, this is in '88, so this is a few years later.
Oh, yes, this is the 3-issue miniseries where the first 2 issues were published by Comico, and then I believe the 3rd issue was published by Dark Horse, 5 years later.
Yeah, because this is '88 and '89.
Yeah, because Comico obviously went bankrupt, all that kind of stuff.
95 Dark
Yeah.
Horse.
Now, what condition is this? It's only $6.
That's fine.
Fine. Okay. All right. Nice. If you want, some cheap Dave Stevens art, there you go.
You get the first appearance of Jonas, a character based on the Shadow.
Oh, first appearance of Jonas.
Cool.
All right. As Al said, a character based on the Shadow. Do you know who the Shadow is, Marshall?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay. Why don't you do a show all about the Shadow?
Did you hear
Only
that?
The Shadow knows.
Did you hear that? Speaking of that, Nick Jonas is going to play the Shadow.
Yeah. Did you know
Did
that?
you hear about that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening?
And his brothers are going to play all the villains.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Jonas Brothers are revamping the Shadow
Yeah.
for the 21st century.
And I think Alec Baldwin's going to come back and play their dad, the Shadow Dad. That's what he's going to be called, right?
Shadow Dad?
Shadow Dad.
Shadow Dad.
Yeah, right on. Okay, now here we have a little Silver Age Plastic Man. This is Plastic Man number 7. Now it's a beat up copy. When I say beat up, I just mean it's very readable, all that kind of stuff. But it's only $5.
It's a good plus, but it's complete. Nothing's falling out.
Good plus, yeah, exactly. It's just there's just a lot of wear. You know, the staple up here is kind of rusty.
I'll tell you what, you try and find near mint books from 1968.
I know, right? Oh, also, is this the first appearance of the Golden Age Plastic Man and Woozy Winks in the Silver Age? Okay. So this issue actually reintroduces a couple characters from the old Quality and Police comics that Plastic Man originated in. There we go. Now, Al, what is special about Thor 239? Is this the issue that introduces all of the Egyptian gods, the Heliopians or something like that? So here we are. This is Thor 239, $9 book. And Al's about to tell me what the grade and why I even pulled this in the first place. And it's all alphabetical.
First appearance of the Heliopians.
Okay, so it's Osiris.
Thomas, Sal Buscema, very fine.
Okay.
$9, 1975.
Cool. Nice. Now, for anyone who's read Thor comics before, the Egyptian gods get their own little pantheon, their own little like kind of super villains and stuff like that. Set becomes a pretty big Thor villain for a while, and this is their first appearance in Thor comics. So there we go. All right. Now, what do we have for time? I know it's not yet over, so we got
about 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes. Okay. All right. So I guess, Marshall, with 15 minutes left in the show, what would you suggest would be the best thing for us in the audience? Should we do some more Spotlight books? Should we pull out a couple more bundles?
I know we had a little square box in here.
Oh, wait. They can't see that. Maybe if you put it right here. So, Al, would you tell everyone what this is?
That's a character from Runaways, everybody.
Wait, that's who it is?
That's what I think so.
Is this not a Fat Jack's employee pup?
It could be a former employee.
Yeah.
Those in the know will know.
Yeah. If anyone is interested in this special, dude, you know what? This would be funny if someone bought this for $5, and then we just cross out the name and write in the
Flash.
The Flash.
The Flash comics.
What about the Flash comics?
I don't know.
Oh.
Mr. Barucci likes to write the Flash and the Flash comics in the chat.
Okay. Well, if anyone is interested in this this very special Fat Jack's employee variant, we're selling it for $5. Yeah, her name's Nico Minori, but don't be confused. It's just an alias. And,
I tell you what. Oh, never mind.
What? Something happened?
No.
Never
mind.
Something weird just happened. Are you okay, Al?
We're good. Everybody's good.
Did you think we were getting a phone call?
I thought.
Did you think we were getting yelled at?
I thought we were getting a phone call.
Yeah, I thought we were getting yelled at. We have a habit of getting yelled at.
What to see next? You said. He wants Flash comics.
He wants Flash comics. Ooh, I don't think we have any.
No, sorry.
Yeah, we'll try to rectify that. I wish we had a lot more older Flash comics. I think you bought the Flash annual we had at one point.
That's the title that
it just we never get in, and when we do get it,
any Silver Age is
Silver Age Flash just never sticks around.
Shout out to Walt because that's all he looks for.
Oh, dude, Walt loves Silver Age Flash. Yeah, he's a big fan. He really loves his Barry Allen, that's for sure. Yeah. So I guess, Marshall.
How about a couple more spotlights?
Okay, a couple more spotlights. All right, so here.
Mr. Williams is looking for more bundles if you guys want to do bundles.
Sure, yeah. You know what? Yeah.
You want to do a few?
Yeah, let's do a few more bundles. Here, I'm gonna grab. You grab like 2 or 3, and here we'll just put these up here, and I'll grab a couple. All right, so I have a little box over here by me.
Oh, do we?
Yep. So let's see what we have. All right, these are some Adventure Comics bundles. So first up is the Jeff Johns, Connor Kent Adventure Comics. This is issue 1 through 7, which also takes place during the Blackest Night storyline. This bundle retails for $28, and we're going to sell it for $9. Okay, and then following that is Paul Levitz shows up and starts doing Adventure Comics again with Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. So that's issue number 515 all the way up to 520. And then from this storyline will come, wait, hold on. So this is $24 and we're selling it for $7. And then soon after this bundle is this bundle. This bundle is Adventure Comics. Now this is still Paul Levitz, but now Phil Jimenez is doing some of the co-writing and the illustrating. Now this retails for $18. We're selling it for $6. And soon after, this is the final issue of this Adventure Comics run, 529, because then it leads into a new Legion of Superheroes books. And if anyone's ever followed the Legion of Superheroes, soon after a new Legion book premieres, it is canceled. So up here we have a Web of Spider-Man little bundle. The Name of the Rose storyline. Do you remember who the Rose was? Did the Rose end up being like the Kingpin's like son or something?
His stepson or illegitimate
child or something like that. And doesn't the Kingpin kill him? And then that's why his wife hates him forevermore.
That I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I don't remember either.
I remember enjoying that. I didn't enjoy much of Web of Spider-Man.
Yeah, so this is Web of Spider-Man 84 to 89. This is the Rose storyline where he was trying to kill. And then look, the Rose turns into the Blood Rose because don't forget this is like 1993 or something like that. So of course everyone's gotta have blood, you gotta have guns, and look at all those stupid pouches. Seriously, people, what are the pouches?
Mr. Hunter's going to take Web, and Mr. Barucci's going to take both Legion bundles.
Oh, okay, excellent. Both of the adventures that are Legion, not the Connor Kent ones. Cool beans, guys. All right, and then here's a big bundle. This is the DC Universe Dan Jurgens Action Comics. This is when Superman came back into the action, because prior to this was still Lex Luthor. So this is when it's just Superman again. And so we have from, I don't know what issue number this is, up until issue 974. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had about 11 comics in this book. No, 12. I'm sorry, 12. Retails for $36, and we're selling it tonight for $14. Wow. So if you missed out on this Action Comics Rebirth, you get it for a third of the value. Here we have DJ Chichester and Scott McDaniel doing Elektra, Root of Evil. This is the same creative team that was doing Daredevil, Fall from Grace, where they brought Elektra back, much to the chagrin of Frank Miller. But anyway, this is the 4-issue miniseries, Root of Evil. Retails for $16. We're selling it for $7. All right, there we go. Now, do I have any? Well, just in case some of you weren't watching our show prior to the experience, and I apologize to people in the experience. While I talk about a couple bundles that we've already done before, why don't you grab a couple that we haven't done? Oh, okay, cool, nice. These are
Mr. Barucci for your Elektra purchase.
Thank you, Mr. Barucci. Here we have the Zimmerman and Howard Chaykin, more it's the Howard Chaykin illustrated Rawhide Kid. This was a 4-issue miniseries. It retails for $16. We're selling it for $5. Behind that is the 6-issue Mike Costa, Fiona Staples, Secret History of the Authority, Hawksmoor. This is where you find out everything you want to know about the city-loving, city-bouncing, city-powered, whatever guy, Hawksmoor. Yeah, all right. Cool beans, cool beans. But anyway, this retails for $18. You'll get it for $5. Now, just so we're clear, 6 issues for $5. All right? Come on, people. And then we have Tom Strong and the Robots of Doom by Pete Hogan and Chris Sprouse. This was the America's Comics, the Alan Moore book. Tom Strong, if you've never read it, he's obviously a throwback to the old school Doc Savage era kind of pulp characters. This is 6-issue mini retails for $24. We're selling it for $8. All right. Oh, and Al threw up some new bundles behind me, so we're going to talk about those real quick. And Al, keep me abreast on the time. We got 5 minutes?
We'll do. This is not a Supreme bundle.
Okay, just so we're clear, this is not a Supreme bundle. This is actually a bundle full of Image Comics #1s. Spawn #1 is not in here.
None of those are.
Yeah,
they're all.
It's like Supreme, Cyber Force, Brigade,
times 2 and
Codename, Strike Force.
There might be a Blood Strike.
There might be a Blood Strike.
Stormwatch and various iterations.
This entire pile retails for $70. So when you purchase it for $10, you're also purchasing it not knowing everything that's in it. It's the
Shout
beauty
out-
of the surprise.
Shout out to Mr. Hunter. He grabbed the Wildcats before Mr. Williams could get.
All right, nice. And then here we have the first 12 issues of Secret Avengers by Ed Brubaker. Now, these first 12 issues are pretty
Shout
much
out to Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams, grabbing. That's a good one. Now, this is the 12 issues that Brubaker did a lot with Mike Deodato before Warren Ellis took over the Secret Avengers book. And then I think later on, Alice Cott, Nick Spencer, a bunch of different writers. But this is the original one where it's Steve Rogers, Nova, Moon Knight, Black Widow, War Machine, and Beast. This was actually a really fun series. Retails at $48. We're selling it for $20. All right, and then you have X Factor. This was post-Decimation. This is the introduction of the Layla Miller character, all that kind of stuff. This is the Peter David. How much is the Conan? The Conan is a $5 bundle. It is the 3-issue Jewels of Gwalor.
It's P. Craig Russell.
Oh, yeah, this is P. Craig
It's all
Russell.
P. Craig Russell.
It's illustrated. It's awesome.
No, that's
So, yeah, so $5. $5 for these 3 issues. That's a complete mini Conan mini. Anyway, this X Factor, it's retails for $18. We're selling it for $7. It's the first 6 issues of that Peter David X Factor. Okay, and those were all our bundles.
Mr. Patrineau was going to take the Conan.
Oh, Mr. Petrino is taking.
Very, very good eyes.
All right, thanks, bud.
Thank you.
Always good to see you, man.
Thank you for checking us out.
Last bundle before we start to wrap things up is from Windjammer. That's the Acclaim Comics. This is Neil Adams Nighthawk. There we go. Retails for $18 and we're selling for $10. It's the full 6-issue Neil Adams Nighthawk series. Some dude shoots guns. All right, and I think what do we have for time?
We got about 5 minutes.
Oh, really? We're still like at 5 minutes. Okay, all right. I feel bad because when we're up against the other show, I don't want to be cut off too quickly.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's do our variants. You know, we got 5 minutes. Let's start wrapping things up.
All right.
Okay, everyone. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. We have 5 minutes. We're going to start wrapping up. But if you have any questions about anything else we have, or anything that maybe popped up during the show that you're curious about, hit us up now before we start to close the doors. But first, we're going to figure out.
Do you see it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Patrineau is inquiring about the Jedi.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this is Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. This is issue number 5. We actually have, I believe, Al, is it issue 2, 3, 4, and 5 of this miniseries? We're definitely missing number 1. I know that for a fact.
We don't have to complete.
Yeah, if I had it complete, I would have put this together in a nice, fun little bundle. But yeah, since we're talking about it, let's just
3 and 4.
yeah, sure. Let's pull them out. Let's just show them off. So each of these are all $6, okay? And they're all in very fine plus condition.
Yes.
Very fine, near mint.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. So here's issue number 2, the Tales of the Jedi, the Dark Lords of the Sith. Here we have issue number 3. That covers. I really recognize that cover for some reason. Anyway, here is issue number 4, Tales of the Jedi. There we go. And then issue number 5, which we've been showing off for most of the last hour. All right, so there we go. So there's our little Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. Sorry, it's not a complete 6-issue set, but still, it's the 4 issues. And just so we're clear, this stuff's out of print. Like, you're not finding this anywhere else, except for in this form. I mean, I know they did put out a collection, but that collection's out of print and worth a lot of money.
I think Marvel's starting to cycle through for their epics. It's all Dark Horse stuff.
Oh, you think they're going to start going back
So
around?
No, they have. I know they're doing like.
Oh, okay. So are they going to kill the secondary market?
What's the one where
I'll take them. Oh, you want all 4 of them?
Okay.
Yeah, just
Cool.
let's just. I'm going to pass them back just in case, but please confirm that you want all 4. All right, there we go.
Cool.
Okay, nice. Oh, glad we brought that out. Man, those Star Wars books, dude, I just can't keep them in stock now. It's crazy.
Nah, that's wild.
Yeah. But he did want all 4? Do you get that impression?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all
we
right.
got it. Yes.
We
yes.
just want to make sure, just,
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much. This is fun. You been enjoying yourself, Marshall?
You're swooping
I
in
have,
under the
man.
wire.
All right, cool, man.
Will you come back and join us again?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Would you? Now, the only reason you joined us tonight is because you're not working tomorrow because of what is it? What is it day?
President's Day.
What's a president? What is?
I was asking myself that for the last 4 years.
Is it Leader Day? Is it a Scout Leader Day? No. Okay. Is it somebody's birthday? What a
Everybody hit the like and the share button.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. We're really bad at this.
We don't. Yeah, I didn't know that's a thing till last week. So.
Yeah. So sorry, everybody. If you would like, you can like and share us somewhere down in this area is like a like and share thing.
Yeah, I don't really know how. I guess there's.
No,
I don't have that button on my.
We'd really appreciate it. If you want to support us, I guess it makes us look cool if we get likes and.
I think it's good for the experience.
Yeah, it's very good for the experience.
Maybe they're on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
So I mean that's a thing for them.
Oh, that's true. That's a big thing. Maybe we'll get into a big competition with the rest of the shows, and then we'll find out how we have how small our audience really is. They'll roll out hundreds of people. They'll be like,
shout out to the other shows if you want to start some kind of something.
Yeah, because you know who always wants to start a fight? The people who no one's paying attention to.
No. I don't want to start a friendly competition.
No, I kid.
Some kind of friendly something. I'd like to meet everybody.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. We don't know anybody.
Yeah, we don't really interact.
Yeah,
we know Kyle. Shout out to Kyle. Thank you for all your help.
Kyle's become our bud. We've never had a producer before. It's cool.
No, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, and thank you, Kyle, for our promo. Everyone, if you saw our recent promo, promoting our show on Sunday nights, thank you, Kyle, for putting that together. Cool.
And we're just about wrapping up.
And again, for anyone who I think what am I thinking? Next week we'll be back 6 to 8. Sundays, all that good stuff.
Everybody stay safe.
Yeah, but do we have our variant? We gotta.
Oh yeah, no.
We gotta, wait, let's not.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot.
Let's sign off real fast before we. No.
Shout out to Mr. Rayo. He's our winner this evening.
Mr. Rayo has won our variant, and this variant
Valentine's special
is our Valentine's special New Kids on the Block Valentine Girl book. That's all yours. This is our show variant. Let me sign that. Here, give me a little something to write on. Thank you, Mr. Rayo. Thank you so much for all of your participation.
Look at that. We're all likes, 0 dislikes. Thank you, Mr. Marucci, for the information.
All right, Al. You want to? This is for anyone who's never seen us do our little show variants. Our certificate of authenticity is the fact that we sign this at the end of all of our shows to give it a little bit of authenticity.
And shout out to Mr. Rayo. Good purchase. And
thanks a lot, man. I really hope you enjoy that Vengeance #1, man.
Appreciate the support as always.
Getting crazy. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Cool. So let's show it off one last time and then say goodbye to everybody. So there we go, Mr. Rayo. There's your Valentine's Day Fat Jacks live stream show variant. There you go. You could be part of the wonderful collection that is starting to build up.
Just so Lisa knows, we do have more copies if you want to send your cousin Doug to pick some up for you. We do have these for sale, everybody.
Yes.
We don't just give them away.
Well, I believe that's all of our time. So, again, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Al, for all of your time and help. Thank you, Marshall, for being here with us.
I want everybody to collectively thank Brendan for putting the majority of the show together. He does a lot of work during the week and doesn't get a lot of recognition for it. So thank you, Brendan, for all your hard work. Yes. He has a very hard time taking this, and I really like putting him on the spot.
So anyway, until next week, be safe, be healthy, tell your loved ones you love them, and we look forward to seeing you next week, guys. Peace, everybody. I don't know.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
It's a beautiful day. Just gonna jaywalk across Spring Garden. Yeah. I grew up by the library, next to Winston Churchill, eating pizza every day like some Ninja Turtles. The kid who burgles from St. Pat's to Gus's Pub at the Public Gardens, feeding ducks Bud the Spud. What's up, cuz? A Grace baby in the place, y'all. And like Glace Bay, loves baseball. From the Commons to the Wanderers' grounds, and you know I feel weird when no water's around. Down at the harbor front where I used to dishwash. Before I quit to get a job pulling rickshaws, I was spitting raw, just a kid from the peninsula. You might have seen picking up liquor on Agricola, the particular deliverer of the Mail Star, hopping fences, hanging out at the rail yard or a pier, just watching the harbor hop and feeling fat like Miller's old barber shop. And anytime I need to smile and relax and put my mind on the facts.
Hey comic fans, thanks for tuning in to a comic show. To save you time and entertain you, Aaron's hired me, Booster Gold, the greatest hero you've never heard of, to tell you the rules for a comic show. 1, we have things on A through F. Generally, you say the letter and 1 word about what it is. If you have a lag and you're calling A and you don't say A Avengers, and now Batman's on A, and you don't want that, we pull the wrong one for you. So we have to say the letter and 1 word about what it is. Have fun. Have fun. Enjoy comics. Let's have a good time together. Let's save a comic shop. Let's save the comic industry, 1 comic at a time. No fan left behind. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Whenever I wasn't in school, it's cool. The Leafs, Habs, or the Bruins, someone will always tell you what Crosby has been doing. And don't freak out if you hear a boom from the Citadel. Yo, that just means it's new.
Hey, it's me, Aaron, live from sunny Orlando. It's good times. I'm Aaron from a comic shop. I've owned and operated a comic shop 16 years ago, back 2005. Crazy. Been doing these live shows for a couple years now, doing lots of stuff on the Comic Book Shop Network, on my own page, Comic Shop, and kind of call it a comic show because it's a show. We've done 24-hour shows. We've done some crazy stuff. And now we're here on the EXP on Sunday nights, just kind of like a week wrapping the weekend, having some books for the next week, and having just some stuff that we might have gotten in collections or priced and ready to go that kind of is a jump on our Tuesday show. So we have this, I'm just going to put some stuff out, and it's just going to be, I'll talk about it. I love talking comics. I love all things Star Wars. DC is my wheelhouse. I just love the DC characters, the DC universe. I love a good Marvel book, a big X-Men guy back in the 90s with the animated series and all that. But for this show, it's a little bit more personal. It's a little bit more like, I'll see the comments, and it's a little bit more just talking about it. Say, hey, what is that? If you ask a question about something, and I only have 1 copy, it's not in play anymore. It's yours to say yay or nay to until after I answer your question. And you say, oh, now knowing that answer, I either want it or don't want it. And we call that right of first refusal. We do local pickup for free in Central Florida area. We are in Winter Park technically, but it's basically Orlando. Or we could ship. We ship for a flat $10, and it's per shipment, per box, per time we ship out to you. So we do invoicing on Wednesday nights. We do a show on Tuesday. We do on our own page, A Comic Shop. We do a show on the Comic Book Shopping Network on Wednesday, both from 8 to 10. And then from 8 to 10 on Sunday, we're doing this on the XP. but you will get an invoice Wednesday night, one shipping charge per box. If you only get a few things, don't worry. We'll just load up that box, and hopefully the next week, you'll have more stuff that we could put in and you'd save on shipping that way. If not, we'd ship at least once a month, and it's just $10 flat per shipment. So that's about it. You got any questions, just ask away. And hopefully we're sharing this around and all that stuff. And I will answer comments as I see them. Hey, Jared. Hey, Angel. What's up? What's up? What's up? What else we got here? I haven't got very many slabs back. We got that one big slab the other day that we were able to move for a little over $1,500. We got an ASM 300 first Venom, and somehow it graded out at a 9.6 with off-white to white pages. And let me tell you, it had yellowed pages, off-white pages, somewhat that is noticeable to, anyone. But what it also had was a perfect black ink spine with absolutely nothing wrong with that spine. That spine looked perfect. If it was only stored better in a more climate-controlled way, it would have been at 9.8 easily, maybe even 9.9. But I got 9.6, and we sold it within a few days. We have another batch coming back, and we have another batch we're sending to CGC of all keys, all higher-end keys. And what we have today is next week's DCs. We have some minor keys, and we have some runs and sets of things. So let's get this going. Star Wars Insider 200. That is the Peach Momoko variant. It is the previous exclusive cover. And Peach Momoko, you got Grogu, the baby Yoda, the child. You got Mando. And what was really cool about that issue is there's a big interview with Charles Soule, Marvel writer, wrote a lot of Star Wars stuff for the comics for Marvel. And now he wrote the prose novel High Republic. He's one of the main architects of High Republic. And what this book had, other than that interview with him, it also had original fiction prose follow-up to that novel that just came out, High Republic by Charles Soule, the prose novel. I read it as soon as it came out, listened to it on Audible, loved it. I love that era that they created. It's kind of like the Knights of the Round Table kind of Camelot, High Republic, and not so much, people say Star Wars is like a samurai type of thing, as opposed to knights, as far as, I guess, the original trilogy. And this is $10. That's the cover price. And I promise you, I saw it sold on eBay for $20 or more several times. Stores got allocated their amount that they ordered, which is weird. It is an import, it's from Titan from the UK, the magazine, but it is a previews exclusive cover. I happen to be getting some more covers, some more copies this coming week, but I have, I think I have like 10. I think I have 10 left, and I'm selling just $10 because that's the cover price. And, what I paid for them, that makes me a reasonable markup. And I sold about 30 of them already this week, both in the store and on our live shows. And I have 10 left, like exactly 10. This here is the recount number 2, which is new this week. And this was the web store exclusive. And this web store exclusive, the first issue's web store exclusive, jumped way up. It sold a few times for $25 on eBay. This I have just priced at what they sell on the web store for, $10. I have a couple copies of that. This thing, I seriously contemplated grading. It looks absolutely 9.8. It looks absolutely near mint plus. Highly thought about doing that. But I'm sending a lot of stuff in, and I had a little bit of a run here. Not a real run, but here's issue 2, J. Scott Campbell. Here's issue 3, J. Scott Campbell, and issue 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, this is on Key Collector for $70. This is the variant. And it is a It's a wrap variant. So I'll show you that up close. You got a Black Panther and T'Challa Black Panther. And it's a wraparound cover. It is a perfect Near Mint Plus copy. Like I said, it's on Key Collector in high grade for $70. You have to click on the actual one on Key Collector for issue 1 and then click on variants, and then it's on that part. And I also have 2, 3, and 4 J. Scott Campbell covers. They're all Near Mint Plus, and it's 1, 2, 3, and 4 for $75. And this is a Near Mint copy of Dark Reign Young Avengers #1, which is the first appearance of the second Enchantress. So everything with the Young Avengers is kind of popping, definitely popping in speculation because of the plans for the MCU, mainly from Disney Plus, because we have the Speed and Wiccan. We know that we're having Kate and Hawkeye, so we already have structure in a way. We're pretty close to having a Young Avengers if they so chose, building towards that the same way they built towards Avengers. I mean, it just makes sense. So getting some of these Young Avengers keys earlier is pretty cool. As far as 9.8s back here, I have a 9.8 Hero Trade. #1, the first Bad Idea book, only 250 made, and they actually sent 154 of them out to the stores that were Bad Idea stores, 154 stores. But there's nothing about this that says Bad Idea. This just says Buttoned Up Comics. Bad Idea was doing the Button marketing campaign at the time, but it was still, they didn't say who did it, artist, writer. I mean, I could tell that it was David Lapham, but they didn't say that. They didn't say it was Bad Idea. Some stores threw it away because it just came in a nondescript box to comic book stores. And basically what it said in there wasn't entirely accurate. You know, it said like, oh, this is my first comic, blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on, man. This is not even either your first self-published comics. So anyway, it's Matt Kent and David Lapham. And I sold raw copies of this pretty easily at $800, both on eBay and in person and on the live show. It is listed as $900 on Key Collector in high grade. High grade means like 9.6, 9.8 maybe. That's, high grade. Because no one can say, oh, this is a 9.8 unless you have it graded that way from a professional. So, everyone say high grade, but they can't guarantee a 9.8. This guarantees a 9.8, and it's only $100 more than what its value in the guide is for a high grade, ungraded, raw. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So I have a couple of these, and just been kind of like piecing them out. Over there, I have the Amazing Spider-Man 55 in 9.8, but that is the 1 to 10 Miles Morales variant. I had that for $60. And then I also have a 9.8 Venom #3, first Null, but it's the third print cover, which is very low print run and Null's first cover appearance, because remember, he wasn't on the first print cover. It was Venom and Miles on the first print cover. This is Null sitting on a throne, signed by both Donny Cates and Stegman. So both of the co-creators signed it on the first appearance and a signature series, and it is the third print cover, which is, low print run and the first cover appearance. So it is, in my opinion, the most pedigree thing for Null. You have the first appearance, you have a double signed signature series by both creators, and you have the first cover appearance with the low print run third print. And I have that asking $900. So I have the Star Wars Insider for the cover price of $10. The Recount #2 web store exclusive. I have this run of Black Panther, which is, and I guess I didn't say, this is the first cover appearance of Shuri as Black Panther. She does not appear in the book that way, but she is certainly on the cover that way. So that's the first cover appearance. That is why, and it's a variant wrap cover, and that's why it is $70 on Key Collector. And that's why I put it at $75 for those first 4. So as always, I could take offers. Oh, the Spider-Man price is $60, but I'd take like 55, 50. It is what it is. Let me see if I can make these comments display better so I'm not scrolling up and down. All right, so I got a Star Wars Insider for Norman. I got a Spider-Man. Let's see here. I'll give you that. I'll give you that for 50, man. And I will do, so it's 50 and then the $10 shipping. So that's a good deal. Let's get this going. That is not a foil variant. That is the previews exclusive. I think it might have been Unknown Comics that had a, which is really weird to have an exclusive of an exclusive that is a different company. That's weird. That's weird. Having multiple exclusives of the same thing, but it's an exclusive variation of an exclusive cover that is offered from a different company, which, isn't the normal way things are done. So I got the Spider-Man. And we also have a link so that you can click on it and give us your information. There's 4 questions on this tiny URL link. And we just ask, what's your name? What's your email so that we can invoice you? We invoice on PayPal on Wednesday nights. And if you're local or shipped, so we know whether we add $10 shipping per box, not per show, but per box, per time we ship out to you. And then the last question is, do you have a pseudonym or an alias or whatever you do? Is your name on PayPal different than your name on Facebook? No judgment. We're not going to blow your stuff up. We're not going to tell anybody. We just have to know that if you say, Joe LaFranc on here, and I'm just using Joe LaFranc because I know him, but then when the invoice gets paid, it says Peter Thomas, and we're like, what the heck is this? Stuff like that has happened, and it kind of gums up the works. Or other times it's someone's business name. We're like, who is Kix? Who is this? And that just gives us a heads up that we can just look on our spreadsheet that this tiny URL goes to and say, oh, Kix is this guy. Easy peasy. Let's ship it out. So that's about it. That's all. So we got the mark for the Spider-Man 9.8. And I got Norman for the $10 Star Wars Insiders. What else I got going on? As far as the Star Wars goes, it's just $10 cover price. I only have 10 copies left in total of all the copies that I ordered, which I think is like 40 copies. I mean, all that I got got allocated, but I've already been selling them for 10, and that is cover price. So that is 10 flat. And let me see if I can take down this. Is that sold? Put up this Superman Year One, Frank Miller, Black Label, all 3 for 20. Oh, and got this framed up. Check this out. X-Force, my ring light reflection on it. I don't want my production guy in here to fix that ring light issue, but I thought that was pretty cool. And my favorite Transformers movie of all time, 1986. Hot Rod, Rodimus Prime. Moving back to some comics. Let's see what we got here. Can you have 2 Star Wars Insiders? Sure. And like I said, this cover is selling for $20 multiple times. I mean, it maybe 15 with $5 shipping, but I saw $20 multiple times, and even like $19.99 plus shipping. So it is picking up some value, obviously, over cover price because it was allocated. Because I feel like the general public that would want a cover like this that didn't know about it finds out about it and like, oh, I want that. Oh, well, okay, I'll drop 20 on that. I don't really care if it's only that it's only it's 10 over cover. So this is the Young Avengers #1 from the Dark Reign miniseries. So right, at Dark Reign, which is after Initiative, after Civil War, after Siege, and this is the first appearance of the second Enchantress. And like I said earlier, the Young Avengers, all those spec books are blowing up because of Marvel's plans with those characters and the speculation. And it's very reasonable speculation. It's Marvel's MO to introduce these characters over other movies and other, now TV shows, and then link them all together later as an Avengers, as a Young Avengers. I mean, it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. So anyway, yes, you got that, Spider-Man. I will click like on that. And I click like on that. Thank you for filling that out. I think that's where we're at with these. And then I'll start taking this out. I would take an offer on this. I'd take an offer on that. And this, it's cool. And I love that book recount. Open this feed on that computer. All right. So I'll put out, what do we got here? Got Batman, Catwoman #3 for a $5 cover price. See that Phantasm and Catwoman, and this goes more into the Joker in the future, the death of Joker in the future story. There's 3 eras that this story is told in, and it goes more into that, which was cool. I would love to say certain things that were cool, but I don't want to spoil those things. So obviously issue 1 and 2 came out, and I don't mind talking about that, but this book comes out on Tuesday. It was cool. It was definitely cool. And this, I also expect, this is first Shuri in Black Panther costume. It's cover only. It's cover only on cover, but still, as soon as it's any teaser of her in the costume in live action, this book will go way up. So take that down now. Also have this Travis Charest Batman Catwoman 3 cover. Catwoman, and then the reflection in her goggles is the bat and the cat. And what else do I got? And with this, I would take an offer on that. That's what it's going for. What else do I have? Some cool stuff. Oh, this is fun. Here's the comic, and here's the thing that's blowing up. This is a perfect card. Near mint plus perfect card. I even have that other card on the back. The card that came in every one of them for the t-shirt. I would love to find that t-shirt. But I bought so many copies of the first issue, I didn't have any money for the t-shirt back in the day. But this is the card that is blowing up. Someone had a graded one go for crazy money, and it's consistently selling for $20 or more on eBay. Consistently. You will see some first, you have to hit sold and then most recent, because it spiked last week. It spiked like crazy. And then you'll see, if you see lower sales, it's because people did a buy it now lower and sold it for what they asked for. But that is a perfect card for $20 with the comic, with a near mint copy of the comic. Let's see what else I got going. There's a new Scout book, By the Horns. I really enjoyed this book. It's it reminded me some of I Hate Fairyland, but not satire. It was more it was dark comedy, but way more serious, way more By the Horns. It's this hunter, a warrior woman who wants to kill anything with a horn. She wants to kill unicorns because a unicorn killed her fiance, and it's her and her dead fiance's dog-like deer creature killing monsters with horns and trying to find unicorns to kill. So it is it's a sci-fi fantasy, and it's a dark comedy, and it is it's certainly not all ages, but it is PG-13. It's not an R-rated book. It does not have explicit, it might say like ass, but it doesn't say other swear words. But it is it's a solid story. I really dug it. I want to read what's next. And it opens with a first-person narration of a unicorn dying. And are unicorns actually like really jerks? Are they really maybe? Like maybe. We all love unicorns from My Little Pony and other things that really romanticize how wonderful and majestic they are and magic and all that stuff. But what if they really did just kind of torment people? So I got to buy the horns for, yes. I remember that on the Legend Tomorrow. Love that show. It's one of my guilty pleasures. Yeah, they're hunting down, murdering unicorns. And I have more than one copy of that. I also have some pretty crazy variants. So I got Roy for that. And that is a cover price of $4. I have more than one copy of that. And then beyond that, I have this Near Mint Plus VHS variant. It's the Chase variant. VHS. It looks like you rented it at Blockbuster Video or Movie Gallery or whatever the local store you had back when, perhaps if you're in your 40s like me and rented video game. What was the worst when we rented the video game and they didn't have the instructions in it? And it's like, what? But anyway, this is the sci-fi fantasy genre VHS exclusive variant cover that is a Chase. I have a Near Mint Plus and I have $50. And we are about to break for commercial, but I'll put out this last By the Horns. This is the retailer incentive Near Mint Plus variant. It's really pretty, and that is $10. So we're about to break for commercials. Think about it, percolate. If you want to give one of these books a try, I endorse By the Horns. I really enjoyed it. So it is time for a commercial break.
You are watching Minute to Skim It on the Experience, so hello. All right, I've got lots of books to review for you guys today. And Hannah just basically showed up just the number ones and showed them to me, and I was like, oh, we have
just for the indies.
Just for the indies, yeah. I was like, we have got a lot to do.
It's what we do in the comic shop. It's what we do in the comic shop. When we power down those neon lights in the back room, we're still burning bright with Dr. Christie, real sweet too. It's time to move some back issues. It's what we do in the comic shop. 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 It's closed. It's a beautiful day. Just gonna jaywalk across Spring Garden. Yeah. I grew up by the library, next to Winston Churchill, eating pizza every day like some Ninja Turtles. The kid who burgles from St. Pat's to Gus's Pub at the Public Gardens, feeding ducks Bud the Spud. What's up, cuz? A Grace baby in the place, y'all. And
Hey guys, we're back, and here's what we got. I have By the Horns, number 1. That is the A cover, and that is $4. It is a sci-fi fantasy of her hunting with this crazy beast, hunting down and murdering anything with horns, starting with monsters and whatnot, but actually wanting and trying to find and kill unicorns. Any unicorn, every unicorn, all unicorns, wants to kill unicorns. It opens with a unicorn first-person narrative as they lay dying. A very crazy open in the middle things, pulls you way into the story. It darkly comedic, and then jumps before any of that happened. And her getting kicked out of her village because she's so obsessed with hunting down unicorns and killing them because one killed her fiance. And then it goes into her just murdering people, or not people, horned beasts. And I really enjoyed it. It was similar to certain things like I Hate Fairyland, but not satire, not over the top, which I loved that for what it was. I love Scotty Young with a passion, but this was a different beast, and it was awesome. So that is $4 for the regular A cover. This is $50 for the variant VHS. And then this is the retailer incentive variant. That is $10. And then I have the Deadpool card in New Mint Plus for $20 with the comic. Oh, I read Recount too. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the heck out of that book. It's nuts. So I'll take that Deadpool down, and I will put up. And some of these sets that I had, I would take offers on a lot of these sets for sure. But here is Invincible Iron Man issue 500 through 512. 500 through 512. Matt Fraction, LaRocca, Iron Man. So it is 500 through 512, and that is $40, our best offer. It also has 500.1, so it has 14 issues here, all the way through 512, and I would take an offer on that. Then I have that second print cover. Still have some around, and I sold the 1 to 50 already, the white variant, and I still have some 2 weeks later, so I marked it at $3. So you want to jump in at $3, go for it. And here is Yara Floor, the design variant of issue 1. Second print, but second print made looking like the 1 to 25 variants that DC had been doing, mainly for the Bat books. But it's made to look like, they did it for a few others, but it's made to look like the 1 to 25 variant, the design variants, new character. So this is the second print. I only have one copy left, and I put it at just the $4 cover price. What Spider-Man did I have? Oh, cool. Yeah. Good. Let's do that. So I got a Spider-Man for Angel. Got Spider-Man for Norman. I got 755. An Angel. Cool. Good times. So this was 14 issue run of the Invincible Iron Man, starting with 500, then 500.1, 501 through 512, $40, our best offer. I have some other issues of that Black Panther. I think this was volume 5, and it had Shuri as the main character, the protagonist. There she is, J. Scott Campbell cover. It's issue 6. I have this for $6. Issue 6 for $6. Got hoops for Spider-Man. So, really like this new character. I'll take this down, but I recommend this book. I gave it a shot, and I really enjoyed it. And a book, this was one of my favorite books of all of 2020. Like, seriously. It's a guilty pleasure book that you want to brag about. And this is the third print cover. The second print cover jumped up to $10. The first print is $12. Third print is new. I dig it. Again, it looks like a blacklight poster, but I just really like the retro simplicity of it. It just really works for this character, who's basically like a mashup of Skeletor and Darth Vader. So he's just killing people with his electro blade and quipping the whole time. So this I have for the cover price of $4. I really enjoy that cover though. And as far as this Iron Man is concerned, to do it for $25, yeah, man, sure. LaFranca Iron Man, like all these comics at once. Thank you, Angel. So this is $25, and it is my man Joe LaFranca. And put it in the box. And then I have the Black Panther 6 for Angel. And then a Phantom Star Killer. I seriously love that book. I just can't describe it any better than a guilty pleasure that you're proud of. A guilty pleasure that you can't wait to turn your friends onto. Like, oh man, you got to read this, because it's the type of thing, back in the day, when we were all younger and trying to, fit in yet not conform. We wanted to discover new things and then tell our friends about them, and then our friends would be like, "Oh man, you have such good taste. How do you find all this new awesome stuff?" Or maybe that was just me. Maybe that's why I sell comic books. Because that is one of my favorite feelings, is discovering something and then turning my friends on to something new that I discovered. And then they say, oh, that's my new favorite thing. Yeah, I have issues. So got some Phantom Star Killer selling. Good times. Got hoops. Got Roy. This is Map Maker #1. Have it for just $2, and it's Scout, but it's their all ages line Scoot. So it is a fantasy book, the Map Maker #1 for $2. I only have one copy of that. This is that second print design cover of Wonder Woman Future State #1, Yara Flor. And this is the retailer incentive of By the Horns #1 for $10. Then I have a first print blank pink cover of Haha #1 for just $7. That is a first print. Oh, Map Maker is done. And then I have a Haha second print for cover price. I love that stencil cover of that clown. Let's see. Map Maker. Do that for the hoops. And this, I looked up. It is, I mean, that's a cool cover. 8, 9, and 10. And 10 is a prelude to the Doom War. So I have 8, 9, and 10. All near mint for $15. And what I saw, KeyClick doesn't have this on there, but I saw eBay sellers selling them at 8 and 9, saying Obama appearance. So I flipped through it. And Obama is in one panel of each issue, at least one panel. I didn't actually read it cover to cover because I didn't really have time, but I absolutely saw Obama on at least one panel of issue 8 and at least one panel of issue 9. I promise you. I was curious. I was like, because, sometimes eBay sellers can say something about a book and they get it wrong. They're trying to sell it and maybe it's not the right book. Maybe it's not what they think it is. But like when they say something's a first appearance, but it's really the first cover appearance, or it's really just the second cameo or something. Or it's not even the first appearance. It's like, what? Seriously? So Obama definitely is in 2 panels. 1 panel of 8 and 1 panel of 9 at least. So moving on. What do I got? I have a Phantom Starkiller set that I wanted to put out. And check out this set. It's $70. But first print, like I said, that is a $12 book on Key Collector. Oh crap, the VHS variant? Wow. The VHS variant, which is at least a $50 book by itself. I mean, that's what it sells for. I have not looked it up on Key Collector recently, but the second print, which is a $10 book, and the third print, which is new. But that is 4 copies of #1, or the one shot, first print, and the ratio variant of the first print, second print, and third print. So you would have all of those for $70. First print, VHS. I should probably put the VHS one first. That's the one that people don't see as often. So we have the first print, the VHS variant of the first print, and the second print, and the brand new third print that's new this week for $70. And I'll look that up real quick, because things fluctuate. Phantom Starkiller was awesome. I can't wait for the follow-up. It's like Count Draco. So yeah, $12 for the first print. VHS is actually $65 on Key Collector. So man, that has a really close focal point. And the second print is $10. Third print is $4. So that'd be 65, 70, 77, 87, $91 according to the value on Key Collector. $91. I have it for $70. Kind of cool. Haha #1 first print. It is the blank pink cover. And this is the Haha second print. Cover price. Cool stencil looking cover. I kind of did this by myself. I don't know. I always enjoyed my own company. And I also like hanging out with you guys. It's kind of fun, actually. Just chilling in my office. I mean, I could get the setup a little better, probably. Get Brian over here to do it for me. He's been kind of overworked at his main job at UCF lately. But we'll get him in here. That is Black Panther 8, 9, and 10. I have it for $15. It's just a couple dollars over cover. Take an offer on that. This is Phantom Starkiller VHS variant, first print, second print, and third print. This is the haha first print blank cover for $7. And you know why I said I'd take offers. You know I've taken offers. And, you know, if I don't like the offer, I'll say no. This, I'm not taking offers on. This has been selling like crazy. And I'm selling it for the lowest price I can sell it for. This is the Eternals #1. But wait. Yes, $5 cover price. Eternals #1. Thanos cover with death, mid-transformation. Joe Jusko. Eternals #1. This is an exclusive from Ultimate Comics. Ultimate Comics, my man Alan Gill, Durham, Raleigh, Cary, did North Carolina Comic Con, Oak City Comic Con. Beautiful cover. Eternals #1, Thanos cover with the gauntlet and death and Joe Jusko and the old trade dress. Love that. Little letterbox. And it is only $5 over cover. This was a limited print run of, I think, 3,000 copies. And he's selling it for 20 online. And he told me I can't sell it for anything lower than 10. And I was like, heck yeah. I showed it to my boy Sean, who loves Thanos. And he said, absolutely, all day long. I want it. $10 done. So I think I have 5 copies left of what Alan sent me. But I haven't had it out on any show before. I just got it, I think Thursday, and my last show was on Wednesday. But it is a beautiful copy. I have 5 copies. I mean, it's a beautiful cover. I have 5 copies. It's Thanos sit on his throne with the gauntlet, thinking about what to do, floating skulls, and death mid-transformation on this cover. It looks cool. $5 cover price. It is $10. And I have, I love Ultimate Comics. You guys know I love Ultimate Comics. And Ultimate Comics loves me. Or at least that's what they say to my face. I love those guys. They're great. I have loved them since I first met them, hung out at their con, at their stores. Good times. So I got Derek Nelson for it. I have Ed Lissardi for it. I have Roy for it. I have Norman for it. I think that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have one more. Derek, Eddie, Roy, and Norman. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that is 5. So once that one gets claimed, we are out. And I could just ask Alan for more and hope he has them, but he very well might not, because obviously it was a limited print run. I was happy to get what I got. So as soon as we get one more for this Eternals, it is done. Cool. And like I said, this is the prices on Key Collector. The value on Key Collector is $91 for these 4 different covers of that one shot. This is the rarest one, $65 on Key Collector. We have the first print that's 12, the second print that's 10, and the third print that just came out that's 4. Add those up, you get 91. I have it for 70. It didn't sell for 70. I mean, we've been here. It didn't sell. And someone offered me less. Someone would offer me, I don't know, 60. Offer me 60. I'll take 60. Almost out of my Kettle One. Trying new things. Found a vintage liquor store. Literally, it was called Vintage Liquors. And it was like really kind of handlebar mustachy hipstery. They had a lot of cool stuff that I had to try. And they had that raspberry lambic for my wife, which is what she was drinking that when we met, like back in December 2003. So, and it's Valentine's Day, so it was a nice thing to do. All right, so I got these Black Panthers. I would take an offer on this. About to clear the board. That's 8, 9, and 10. I had that for $15. I would take 10 on that if someone wants to grab that for 10. Still have some of these by the horns. I'll have this on Tuesday as well. And I had this for 3. Taking those down. And I'm taking down this. I said I would take 60 on it. So we'll see. We'll see. See if anyone, as far as keys, I have some that are on their way. And I have one copy of this left. Near Mint Plus, beautiful Joe Jesco cover, Thanos, exclusive to Ultimate Comics. I have 5 copies. Now I have 1 copy. $10. Cannot go lower than $10. I sold 4 tonight for $10. But I also promised Alan I wouldn't sell it under $10. So here is all 4. Crossover 1. You got the blank cover. That is cover D. This is A, B, and C. So got A, B, C, and D. All 4. But instead of, what would that be, 16 at $4 each? Cut it at 10. And I actually have like at least 4 sets of that for 10. I get one of those By the Horns A covers. Absolutely. It was a fun book. And Scout is putting out a lot of niche books, but books that have great hooks and would be someone's favorite book. Not anything that's, necessarily hit the ground running like crazy mass market success. Mainstream. Everything is niche. Everything is a cool hook, but executed well. And if it clicks with you, it's really going to click with you. And that's what I really like about them. It reminds me somewhat of the original Vertigo stuff, which I was there ready to clown for any. I told my comic book store back in like, what was that, 1993 maybe, all Vertigo. Anything that says Vertigo, pull it for me. I was all in. And a lot of these books have that feel, especially Recount. But also books like Phantom Star Killer or By the Horns have that feel that I really enjoy. So that is all 4. All 4 for just 10. Here's a key, Cho key. It is King Size Hulk #1, Red Hulk versus She-Hulk, and is Frank Cho cover, Frank Cho interior. Art Adams also on the interior. Jeff Loeb written. It's Cho. The Outrage guy? Cho. Near mint, perfect copy, $25, our best offer. And I'll condense this down. This is all A, B, C, and D for $10. And then I have Fall the Hulk, Red Hulks, all 1 through 4 for $16. That is 2, 3, and 4. So that is all 1 through 4 for $16. And this was a fun run on Ghost Rider. Jason Aaron, when Jason Aaron took over for Ghost Rider with issue 20, it's like one of his first Marvel books ever. He did he won a contest to do an issue of Wolverine, and then this launched the same time his Wolverine launched with, I think, like issue 62 maybe. Issue 20, Ghost Rider, Jason Aaron. I had him sign at my store the day it came out. This is signed by him. So I have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 for $20. 20 is signed. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Oh, and I think I had a +1 on here. I think I had the secret, the Shadowland Ghost Rider #1 as well. All for $20. Whoops, that wasn't good. Got this one. Good stuff. $25. Start digging in my other boxes right over here. I have Black Panther. A nice run of Black Panther here. 21 through 41. 21 through 41 for $44. Really cool cover for 21. Civil War. Civil War for 22, 23, 24, and 25. Then the Initiative. And this had some cool zombie covers. For real. Zombie homage covers by the Zombie King himself. Then it, this was the era that they were married and that they were in the Fantastic Four together. Great covers. Oh, this one. And then it has a nice Jason Aaron Secret Invasion 3-issue run. 39, 40, and 41. Look at those scrolls. So this is 21 through 41 for $44. $21 through 41 for $44. You guys know what this book is? Near mint, $100. It's probably time to jump in on that. This Red Hulk is the king-sized one-shot, but it is pedigree. It's not like a tie-in or some kind of filler. This is absolute Jeff Loeb with A-list artists. It has Art Adams, Frank Cho, Herb Trimp, and Frank Cho cover. Outrage. So this is near mint copy, one shot, $25. Our best offer. You know how it goes. Then I have this Red She-Hulk run. When the book became Red She-Hulk, it got retitled to Red She-Hulk. The Jeff Loeb Red Hulk book got retitled Red She-Hulk with issue 62. And then I have that entire run. 63, 64, 65, 66, Man-Thing and Jin Hulk, and then the final issue, 67. So this is the full run of Red She-Hulk when that took over, Red She-Hulk. So with that, that is issue 62 through 67. Very low print run, as books do when they get close to the final issues. Retailers stop ordering as much because it's not selling as much. And then the aftermarket is such that, oh, this is super rare because it has a low print run. I have a few She-Hulk minor keys. Here is the Dark Reign She-Hulk #1. And this is Savage She-Hulk's #1, J. Scott Campbell cover. And these are all near mint. That is $10. And we are about time to go to a another commercial break. So let's get this going. Right on.
Hey, it's Kyle. Welcome in to the pull list. We're here every Tuesday night on the Comic Book Shopping Experience, the EXP. We're here to talk about your pull list, which is the books that you've got coming out at your local comic shop this week that you should be picking up. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to talk about my pull list.
beautiful day. Just gonna jaywalk across Spring Garden. Yeah. I grew up by the library, next to Winston Churchill, eating pizza every day like some Ninja Turtles. The kid who burgles from St. Pat's to Gus's Pub at the Public Gardens, feeding ducks Bud the Spud. What's up, cuz? A Grace baby in the place, y'all. And like Glace Bay, he loves baseball. From the Commons to the Wanderers grounds, and you know I feel weird when no water's around. Down at the harbor front where I used to dishwash. Before I quit to get a job pulling rickshaws, I was spitting raw, just a kid from the peninsula. You might have seen picking up liquor on Agricola, the particular deliverer of the Mail Star, hopping fences, hanging out at the rail yard, or a pier, just watching the harbor hop and feeling fat, like Miller's old barbershop. And anytime I need to smile or relax and put my mind on the facts.
Hey, comic fans! Thanks for tuning in to a comic show. To save you time and entertain you, Aaron's hired me, Booster Gold, the greatest hero you've never heard of, to tell you the rules for a comic show. 1, we have things on A through F. Generally, you say the letter and one word about what it is. If you have a lag and you're calling A and you don't say A Avengers, and now Batman's on A, and you don't want that, we pull the wrong one for you. So we have to say the letter and one word about what it is. Have fun. Have fun. Enjoy comics. Let's have a good time together. Let's save a comic shop. Let's save the comic industry. One comic at a time. No fan left behind. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Whenever I wasn't in school, it's cool. The Leafs, Habs, or the Bruins. Someone will always tell you what Crosby has been doing. And don't freak out if you hear a boom from the Citadel. Yo, that just means it's new.
And we're back. So, comic book shopping experience, the EXP. We're on our second hour. Had a cool commercial break. I'm Aaron Holland of the Comic Shop. I do these live shows. Here is, and I took an offer on the Red She-Hulk during the break. I see the comments. If you feel like making an offer during commercial break, go for it. If I see it, which I might probably see it, I will respond. If I do a like instead of a counter, that means I pulled it for you. So I pulled that for you, Mr. Ugarte Roy. I have put Infinity Gauntlet in its place near mint, all 1 through 6. I mean, obviously it's an iconic story. It's the Infinity Gauntlet, near mint, all 1 through 6, $70. Then if you look at this J. Scott Campbell cover, minor She-Hulk key. This is the Savage She-Hulk's #1 with the J. Scott Campbell cover for $10. And this is the first appearance of Miss America Chavez in near mint for $100. You know this is hot. You know this is only going to go up. You know I should probably get it graded myself. It was in the stack of things to get graded. I just haven't turned it in yet to stack. And so yeah, I'll put it out for $100, see what happens. I think I saw one for like $120 before, and obviously didn't sell for that. So I was like, yeah, $100, see what happens. First Miss America Chavez in near mint, $100. Going back into my CGC stack. So what else do I got here? That is Infinity Gauntlet. This is Star Wars Adventures High Republic #1. It is canon. It is, I put it at $3. Sold those Yoda 1 to 10 variants pretty easily. Ordered a lot of copies. I am all in for High Republic. Love High Republic. Any media. I don't care. Digital only, done. Audible only, prose novel only, comic, all ages comic. I don't care. Video game, I'm down. High Republic, I'm going to consume all of that content. I friggin' love it. So that is High Republic Adventures #1. And most of this issue is Yoda with his Padawans. Yoda took a leave of absence from the council to train Padawans because it's where his passion is. That's how we know Yoda. You know, we were introduced of him training a kind of a aged Padawan, Luke Skywalker. But it's Yoda in his prime, kicking butt. So there's that. I got you on that, Norman. Jared Vengeance for 80. It's a little low, but for you, bro, you've been with me. You've been with me since the shutdown, at least. And I really appreciate the people that helped a comic shop make it through, every cliche, these uncertain times, these unprecedented times, this, blah, blah, blah. We just started selling comics, having fun and doing what we could. And it worked. So Jared, I will do 80 on that. And Norman, I got you on a Star Wars. Oh, Paul, what's up, bro? We need to get together, man. What you doing tomorrow? Come by my warehouse. I can do my Celine Dion version, like come to. Oh no, that's not Celine Dion. That is Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, that lesbian singer from the '90s. I used to listen to her all the time. She's like, "Come to my window." I was thinking Celine Dion. I drove all night, but I was thinking, "Come to my warehouse." Come on, Paul. Yes, Melissa Etheridge. Yes. Love that voice. All right. Come to my warehouse by the light of the moon. Here is the second appearance of Moon Girl. You know she's getting a show. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. This is a near mint copy. Issue 2. Second appearance. You know that book was very underordered, very low print run, and the reason that book lasted so long is because of the deal they had with Scholastic. Same thing with Miss Marvel and Squirrel Girl, that Scholastic was buying enough copies of the collected editions for their Scholastic book fairs and all that it more than made up for lower sales in the direct market on single issues. So yeah. People were like, oh, why is Marvel printing all this stuff that barely sells? Why did they cancel this book that sells better than that book? Well, because some books sell better in other formats in other markets. And this is kind of like the feeder market. This was kind of like Marvel subsidizing the creation cost of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur by way of comic book stores ordering single issues, even if it's just barely break even for them, because they're going to make their big bucks on Scholastic, and then obviously TV shows, animation, movies, all that. So that is Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur number 2, or second appearance. That is High Republic number 1 for $3, and this is friggin' Infinity Gauntlet. This is the Infinity Gauntlet 1 through 6 in near mint for $70. I mean, Infinity Gauntlet. If you don't own Infinity Gauntlet and you like the MCU, you are an Avengers fan, Marvel fan, I mean, you really should read this book, get this book. Adam Warlock. I love that. Like, come at me, bro. So that is all 6, all near mint for $70. I do not want to drop that one. And I'll put out some of these new Star Wars books. I would have taken an offer on this. I do feel like my dude priced it right. He probably looked at closed recent eBay auctions, but I can always take offers. Here is Darth Vader number 9, very recent issue. I think it's on 10. And this is the Empire Strikes Back issue. Chewie and 3PO. And Chewie puts it back together again after the Ugnaughts ripped him apart, puts his head on backwards, all that stuff. Had an action figure of that. That was awesome. So this is Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur. Second appearance, number 2, near mint, $20. Our best offer. I've taken plenty of best offers. 2018, bro. We've been doing this since 2018, live shows. I was telling people when 2020 hit and the lockdown, the shutdown, all that stuff, that, I was doing what I was doing anyway, and just did it more because it was the only thing I could do at that point. But I didn't really realize how freaking long I'd been doing it. But it is pretty fun. It just becomes part of the store. Here is the Empire Strikes Back cover of Darth Vader number 10, full of surprises. When he finds out about the father and all that stuff. All right, so Star Wars for Paul Ortegoni. I've known that dude forever, man. Paul Ortegoni was a groomsman in my wedding. It sounds like I'm just making stuff up, but it's true. He was. He said some pretty inappropriate things in my wedding video about my grandfather. Greatest generation, World War II hero. But, we won't go there. It's not something for tonight. It's all in fun. My grandpa, he's passed. He's, was very old, passed. But he always made the joke that he was going to die soon since I was a kid. And he's like, "Oh, that's a nice suit, Grandpa." He's like, "Oh, it's what they're going to bury me in." That was his humor. And so he's saying that, he's glad he lived up until, my wedding and that he could die now because I got married, right? And so I made that joke. It's like, "Oh, and thank my grandpa being here. He can die now because, I'm married," and he was just hanging in for that. Funny from a drunk groomsman, but Paul repeating that joke on camera on my wedding video sounds like he's an a-hole. It's awesome. I'm not going to show it to anyone. Don't worry, Paul. You can deny it. I'm not going to put it out anywhere. So I got you for 10 on that, Mr. Paulson. I mean, was anything I said about this story inaccurate? It kind of went down that way. I mean, you're basically repeating the story that I had told several times, but it just didn't come across the same way. All right, here is the Power Rangers 1 to 10. Really like this Green Ranger variant, Virgin variant. This is Mighty Morphin number 4, 1 to 10. Have it for $10. Taking down these Star Wars. I had 2 other Empire Strikes Backs of the Minox, Star Wars 7 Empire Strikes Back, and I have the Carbon Freeze Star Wars 11, the new issue, Empire Strikes Back variant. And I'll put out the High Republic first print number 2 for the cover price of $4. Really enjoying that book. Then here is a key low print run, second print. And this book is sick. It's sick. It's another one that I consider sending to CGC, but haven't met up with my CGC guy since I've gotten this crazy collection that had all these weird second prints and first appearances and all that stuff from a certain era of Marvel. That just happens to be what's percolating in a lot of the MCU stuff and the Disney Plus stuff right now. But this is issue 71 of Old Man Logan, Wolverine 71. It's the second print, but it's the first T-Rex Venom cover appearance. It's a sick, sick cover. And this is near mint. It is the low print run second print. Perfect copy. $75. The dude that bought this did not read it. He had the first print. He got the second print because he thought it looked badass. And he just put it away. And then he sold it to me last week with his whole collection. And I have it for $75, our best offer. But that is just such a sick cover. T-Rex Venom. So I got a High Republic 2 for 2 people. I have it for Norman and Paul. Yeah, man. I mean, I am a huge Jeff Johns fan. I like lighter DC. I like dark villains. I do like the crises. I like when they're put through the ringer, but I like the humor. So I wasn't necessarily like the biggest Snyder, like Man of Steel fan, Superman, Batman. I like things, didn't like things about it, whatever. However, I'm definitely excited for this. I'm definitely excited for it. It's cool. Martian Manhunter, The Atom, DSAD, it's going to be crazy. So I am so there. He's getting a second chance from me, like he cares, but still. Zack Snyder. I'm in. So I got you guys actually, Norman and Paul, both for the Star Wars Adventures 1 High Republic and the number 2 High Republic, both. Number 2 is the full $4 first print, and number 1 is $3. I do that with a lot of my comics by Yeah. I mean, sometimes the covers are ridiculous. And the more ridiculously badass, the better chance that it could be something that is sought after in the aftermarket. Because, I mean, seriously, the second there, and I'm not saying that I have any theory of when there would be in Multiverse of Magic or whatever a T-Rex Venom, but if there ever is a T-Rex Venom in animated show or live action show or movie, this is the issue that's going to go insanity. Like that issue with the Power Gauntlet with Iron Man on that cover of Avengers, and then it happens in the movie and it just blows up overnight. So I have a few other coolnesses. Here is Thor number 3. It is first print. It is near mint. And this is Thor versus Beta Ray Bill. And I'm talking like this is Beta Ray Bill will not yield. I mean, it is a ridiculously hardcore knockdown, drag out fight between the two. And it is painful. It's intense and it's awesome. So this is Thor versus Beta Ray Bill. It is a near mint first print. Donny Cates Thor number 3. And it is $25. Right there. Really enjoying everything Donny Cates is doing, both his creator on indie stuff and his Marvel stuff. You know, and when he decides to have a third career at DC, I'm there too. So here is an insane copy of, it's the Century number 1. It's the variant cover of Century number 1. And it's signed by John Romita with a certificate of authenticity. Signed by John Romita. But not, would you do 71? Like, what would you do on 71? You know, I mean, I really like it. I considered grading it, you know, but maybe an offer that's not ridiculous, and I definitely consider it. This is signed by John Romita Sr., though. John Romita Sr. John Romita Sr. Yes, it's drawn interior by John Romita Jr. John Romita Sr. did this variant cover of a book his son drew the interiors of. It was limited to 337 signed copies here with the certificate. It is in near mint plus, and I have it for just $40. It's a Century number 1 by Jenkins, John Romita Jr. Variant cover by John Romita Sr. And it's friggin' signed by John Romita Sr., not Jr. Senior. Seriously, $40. I don't know why they came up with $40. I think it's a little low, but you know, I also want things to sell. Nice segue there to selling this T-Rex Venom for $50. You know, that's what I was thinking about saying, but I just wanted to see if you were a rational and savvy comic collector, which I knew you are. I'm sure you have your reasons to lowball me here and there, and I don't have to always take it. But this is definitely fair. I like it. Good times. Good times. I have a 2 boxes going out to you. I guess it's not necessarily going out tomorrow because it's a holiday, President's Day, but it's definitely, the labels are going to be printed. They're already packed. I have a box of a full box of runs and keys and whatnot, and then I have another box that has 3 CGC books, including that Amazing Spider-Man 55 and probably that Wonder Woman Annual 4 and one more that I'm not remembering, but it's there. So what else do I got? Oh, these were hot this week. So let's take a look here. This $70, I'd take an offer. This is Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, that's pretty pedigree, pretty iconic, pretty integral Marvel story. And then I have 2 different Future State Teen Titans keys. This is the variant of number 2. Nice big red X cover variant. And then this is number 1, the second print design variant that has, Nightstroke or Deathwing. I mean, Deathwing was already taken. Gar Logan, Beast Boy, a Psy Beast at this point, makes the joke that why didn't he call himself Dick Stroke? But it is what it is. Cyborg immediately calls him out for being immature. But yes, this is just sick. That is Dick Grayson wearing Deathstroke's mask and belt with whoever this Red X is in the background. So we have that. $50 for the gauntlet. All right, man, I could do that. And I could have a box going out for you, Zach. It's not entirely full, but I mean, I could just invoice you for this and then throw that in, get it out by package tomorrow, out by Tuesday. Let's see here, Henley. Or, you could buy stuff on the Tuesday and Wednesday shows, get invoiced for everything, and have no more shipping, and it all goes out as soon as you pay that invoice. So I would take an offer on both of these together if you wanted both the first appearance of this new Red X and this cool B cover. Really neat, actually. But $10 each. They're selling for more than that on eBay, obviously, or else I wouldn't be even asking that for it. I sold the A cover at cover price. This is a variant, and this is a second print design cover. This, I think, looks awesome. Signed by John Romita. And this Verse Beta Ray Bill first print. Yeah, I could take offers on stuff. Obviously, it's been sitting out here. Then I have just some fun stuff. Some fun. Man. I have Miss Marvel 21. This is in VF. It's a newsstand copy. It is not near mint. Say it's VF minus. It might have been priced at the fine price. I put VF minus. Miss Marvel 21. You see that newsstand barcode. 35-cent cover. 21. And I got that at $8. Taking this down. We'll take an offer on that. That's Miss Marvel 21. That's that Century 1 with a COA signed. And here is a blank black cover of Ghost Rider #1. Nice cardstock jet black cover. Get a silver Sharpie or a whiteout pen. Also have artistic skills. And you can make a really cool sketch cover on one of those black cardstock blank variants. I've seen them. I haven't made them myself, but I've seen them. You want a pair for 15? That sounds pitch perfect, Paul. Let's see, Ortigoni. And it is Red X pair for 15. Good times, good times. Oh, it's time to break. Let's go to a commercial break.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
beautiful day. Just gonna jaywalk across Spring Garden. Yeah. I grew up by the library, next to Winston Churchill, eating pizza every day like some Ninja Turtles. The kid who burgles from St. Pat's to Gus's Pub at the Public Gardens, feeding ducks Bud the Spud. What's up, cuz? A Grace baby in the place, y'all. And like Glace Behe, love baseball. From the Commons to the Wanderers grounds, and you know I feel weird when no water's around. Down at the harbor front where I used to dishwash. Before I quit to get a job pulling rickshaws, I was spitting raw, just a kid from the peninsula.
All right, we're back from our commercial break. I put out some new stuff. This is weird. Anything Goes, number 3. Got that Cerebus cover, that Day Sim. Pretty cool book that has a key that isn't this issue with turtles, but this is Anything Goes, number 3. $4, just $4. I mean, try to find that book. Like, seriously, like, try to find it. I mean, just came in a collection that had a bunch of 80s, a lot of black and white 80s, but a bunch of 80s indie stuff, and just really cool cover. Anything Goes, number 3. Here's Loco versus Wolverine. It's Wolverine versus the Punisher, kind of like a celebrity death match type of thing. It's Eclipse Comics parody, Battle of the Century, on Lobo's Boxers or Logo's Boxers. It says, if you're close enough to read this, you're dead. So that is cool one-shot Loco versus Wolverine. Back when they was doing that Marvel versus DC, where it was a popularity contest where you voted on who should win. So that is a one-shot. This is Boris the Bear, kind of a anthropomorphic Punisher in color. I mentioned a lot of these were black and white indies, but this was in color. Instant Color Classics, Boris the Bear number 1, just $4. Really cool cover, cool book. And then this is perfect near mint copy, Eclipse Comics number 1, Halloween Horror. Just super rare 80s independent book, horror. This is Scroll Kill Crew number 1 for $5. Scroll Kill Crew number 1. Love that logo. That is $5. Here is that Halloween Horror. This is Boris the Bear, Color Classics. That is a parody one-shot of Loco versus Wolverine, basically Lobo versus Wolverine, and then Anything Goes with Cerebus. Some rare weirdness, some weird stuff. Here is the B cover. I think it's Matina variant of Batman 86. Batman 86. What was this? Tinian's first issue? First appearance of Mr. Teeth and Gunsmith. It is Near Mint Plus. This is $20. Deathstroke on the cover. Then here is something truly cool and weird. All about collecting comics. All about collecting comics. Marvel Comics. Newsprint. Definitely weird. Looking at sunken treasure, but somehow finding comics in this sunken treasure. Yet aren't they all just destroyed, water damaged? I mean, you go out of your way to show, you know, She-Hulk and Spider-Man all having breathing apparatus, but you don't do anything to show that comic books underwater would be ruined. So anyway, really cool book about collecting comics by Marvel Comics. Super rare. And that is $10. That is a near mint. Similar to that, I have Comic Book Collecting. This is more, has some color breaks. This is a VF copy. It's still nice, but has some color breaks on the spine, VF. And this is Comic Book Collecting, Evaluation Guide by Overstreet. Pretty cool cover. Had that for $10. I'll take down this Boris. Some really cool esoteric things. Again, I had that Miss Marvel number 21 for $8. It's a pretty good copy. It's newsstand, and it is VF minus. Had it for $8, but I've taken offer on that. What else we got going on? I got that Boris. I have this 86 B cover. First appearance of Mr. Teeth and Gunsmith. $20. And here's something I found I was super excited about. Put it out, didn't sell. It is the Paybacks #1. Donny Cates, the Paybacks #1. And they appeared in crossover #3. It was crazy. It was cool. They were his own creator-owned characters from his own independent series. And now they're crossed over into his crossover book. I put $20 on it. It's what we saw it sell for. It's what we saw it valued at in the guide. But I didn't sell for $20. I have 2 copies. Somehow I have 2 copies. Didn't sell for $20. So let's say $10. Let's say $10. This I kind of want to read. That I really want to read. I actually do. That Loco versus Wolverine. Paybacks I did read because I discovered Donny Cates and met him at Heroes Con. Talked to him quite a bit. Then read everything that I hadn't read of his, which wasn't all that much at the time. I think it was right around when Baby Teeth came out, the first issue of that. And I remember that because there was an exclusive retailer lenticular cover to that, which was pretty crazy. I think it was the first lenticular exclusive cover that had been made. And so I just got all of his stuff that I hadn't read and binged it, basically. Hardcore fan of his at this point. And then here is Alan Moore's 1963 book. They all had different titles, but it was all 1963. This is the first one. It says Book 1, Mystery Incorporated, but it's Alan Moore and Gibbons. So it's Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons, the same team from Watchmen, the same writer and artist from Watchmen. So that is $8, our best offer. I thought these were kind of cool. But I'd do both of those for $10, actually. Some classic Alan Moore. Cool. Oh, I'm going to do my connecting cover. This is neat. This is neat. This is neat. You guys will like this. If Paul's still watching, get ready. I know you like Spider-Man. These are all signed by Dan Slott, celebrating his epic run on Amazing Spider-Man. These are all second prints, but they're connecting. This is number 655, and they all have different costumes that Spider-Man wore during his Slott's run. So, and he did a connecting signature on the connecting covers, which he has said that he does not do things like that, but he just thought that was cool. He signed each one in the UPC, but then he also did a connecting signature for the connecting covers. So it's The Amazing Spider-Man. All connecting signature of Dan Slott, but he individually signed on the UPC of all of them. And it says Amazing Spider-Man by Dan Slott going straight across with different costumes Spider-Man wore during his run up to this point. Connecting, and it says The Amazing Spider-Man by Dan Slott. There's one set of this on eBay. They're asking $75. When I go to sold, I don't see anything sold. But it has to be either, it has to be low print run, second prints, connecting covers, all that. But it also seems like the people that do have it aren't selling it because there was one on eBay. One on eBay asking $75, no sold. That one wasn't signed. Mine got signed at MegaCon. It says Dan Slott across all the top. He signed in the UPC of each one. And I have it for $50. It's a weird price and stuff like this with no real, hey, it sold for this. So there's one person asking, there's one person has it listed, and they're asking $75. That's $50. Pretty neat. And this would look so cool in a frame, a connecting cover frame. I don't remember the URL, the exact name of this company, but there's a company, I ordered a triple frame because connecting covers, you buy comic frames, you're missing, they're not connecting. They're in individual frames. You get them CGC, they're in individual CGC. They're not going to display connecting as intended. And then I got those 1 to 25 death metal, basically DC Generations covers that I truly loved by Gary Frank. And I wanted to display them together. And I wanted them to be flush. I wanted them to connect. So I had to buy this custom-made frame. But this in a custom-made, they do 5 connecting frames. That I think this would look amazing. Oh, I have someone. We'll take it for 50. Okay. I just thought it looked really cool. Let me get something back up here real quick. Oh, this is cool. Check this out. This is Uncanny X-Men, $160. It is issue 488 through the final issue of Uncanny X-Men 544. And that has plenty of keys. 509 is a $12 Psylocke cover key. Then we have other covers. Is a $10 Emma Frost cover. The final issue is $12. The Colossus Becomes Juggernaut is a $5 issue, and the Colossus vs. Juggernaut issue is $8 issue. So it is a huge, huge, huge run of Uncanny X-Men, all in near mint, all the way through the final issue. And I'll put up the final issue. So it is 488 through 544 for $160. And this, New Warriors set off the Civil War. And after Civil War, there was the Initiative. The New Warriors had a series that ran for 20 issues. This is the final issue. It says final issue on the cover. And I have all of it. So if you're a classic New Warriors fan, look at this Usual Suspects movie homage cover. So this is the full run of all 1 through 20. And I had 35 on that. That is a huge run of Uncanny. Then I have X-Men Curse of the Mutants. Basically X-Men versus vampires versus Dracula and vampires. 1, 2, and 3. All 1, 2, and 3. Curse of the Mutants. 1, 2, and 3 for just $8. 1, 2, and 3 for just $8. This is all 20 issues New Warriors. Oh yeah, thanks for putting that. We will be invoicing through PayPal. All we need is your email, really. So there's that tiny URL. It has 4 questions, spits it out into a spreadsheet for us that we can sort and crunch and all that. And basically, we're just asking for what's your name, which we kind of already have. But, we need to put the name with the email. What's your email so we can invoice you? Then are you local to Central Florida and would like to pick up for free? Or are you shipped because it's $10 flat shipping per box? So it's not just this show. It's $10. We have a show on Tuesday. We have a show on Wednesday, both from 8 to 10, one on a comic shop, one on Comic Shop Network. And then we'll be back here next Sunday from 8 to 10. So a full box, as much as you want to buy to fill the box, is just $10. And the last question is, do you have an alias on PayPal that's different than is your name on PayPal different than your name on Facebook? Because that happens from time to time. And it always makes us say like, oh, this guy paid an invoice? Who the heck is this guy? I've never seen this name before in my life. And we used to have to track down the email and then search by email. And then we're like, oh, that's this guy. Now we just ask a question there. Say, oh, yeah, my PayPal thing is Kix. That's my business name. Or, like KMDR Music or whatnot. As long as we know what the alias is, we can handle it. So, yep, we got that for $50. Good times. Thank you, William. We will definitely take care of you. It is a nice set of books. Nice connecting covers. I hope you get it displayed in some way because it looks like it would be really cool to have displayed. And I have a full run here of Heroes for Hire. This is Abnett and Lanning, the team that did Guardians of the Galaxy, that reimagined, recreated Guardians of the Galaxy, made them the team that we know and love for the movies, that, you know, Marvel fans that were getting Annihilation knew and loved from Annihilation Conquest in the comics. But they went on to do some street level characters with Heroes for Hire, a lot like the Defenders TV show, but had Brad Walker and art. A-list artist, in my opinion. Love that guy. And the team has the characters you would want. There's Punisher, Moon Knight, Elektra, Iron Fist, and Ghost Rider. Heroes for Hire. It is 1 through 12, which is the run. There's Silver Sable. I like it when he puts on that white costume. You know things are serious when Iron Fist puts on that white costume. Paladin, Falcon. The Spider-Man has to show up. And again, great artists, great writers. And Moon Knight. So that is 1 through 12. Saw that run. New Ways to Die. I think I did sell that. Thank you, William. I'm pretty sure I did sell that. Jackie. Sure it is. So this is 1 through 12 for $18. That is a ridiculous run of Uncanny X-Men for $160. And, you know, I take offers on things. You saw me take offers tonight. It's what I do. And that New Warriors is a cool run of New Warriors. A time where they were very central to what was going on for Marvel. Whew. And then I have a huge run of X-Men that was, you know, started with Jim Lee's X-Men. And it has 194 through 260.1. So that's 260 and then 260.1. For reals. That's the last issue we have. 260.1. And it has a $20 issue in there. 205 is the first cameo appearance of Hope Summers. So that is also 160. That is also 160. But I mean, together, these two runs are 2/3 of a short box of comics. 2/3 of a short box of comics. Unbroken runs. And at this point, this and this, I would do buy one, get one. They're the same era. They're companion books, the same time frame coming out. And some do have tandem like series where parts are in here and parts are in there. I would do both together, buy one, get one for $160. So that would bring it down to, you know, a lot closer to $1 an issue. So I would do both for $160, which would be $10 shipping or no shipping. If you've already paid your $10 and you're building a box, this would definitely get that box out immediately, but for no extra shipping costs. So someone could buy both of those huge runs, huge unbroken runs with some minor keys in them for $160. Thought this was funny. Here is another Boris the Bear, but it's I don't know what issue it is. It says super double-sized giant must-have Mylar bag extra hype special, and he's killing all the other anthropomorphic, bearing them. I see Cerebus. I see the Ninja Turtles. I don't know if that's supposed to be Captain Carrot or whatnot. Probably not. It's probably all indie stuff. But there's a Ninja Turtle. Oh, that's Space Beaver. I remember Space Beaver. So that's $4. Pretty cool cover there. Yeah, there's a ton of X-Men. And you know the shipping is nothing. The shipping is $10. It will cost me money to ship that. Here is the second print, number 1 of Justice League. It's $6 cover price because it is double sized. It has Justice League Future State #1 and the I don't want to say backup, the co-feature, also full-size 22-page comic of Justice League Dark is behind the other one. So it's a backup, but it's a double feature, co-feature, full feature. And I love Justice League Dark. So that is nice second print cover with Jess Chambers, Jesse Quick. Like I said, I would do both of these for $160. And I put that deal on our Tuesday show too. If it doesn't go, or if someone wants to message me after the show about it, that's cool. Here's a John Stewart design cover. That is Green Lantern #1 second print. It's $6, but it's more than double sized. It has a Guy Gardner backup. I think that's the one that has the Jessica Cruz backup. Just trying to remember which backups were in issue 1 and issue 2. I've read both. Really enjoyed it. Oh, and I still have some more of these. I'll put this back out. This Peach Momoko. I have a few more of this. I think I have like maybe 6 more. It is issue 200, previews exclusive cover. This Peach Momoko doing Grogu, Baby Yoda, the child, Mando. And it has a cool interview with Charles Soule about High Republic. Then it has, you know what? I'm just going to show it this time because it is cool. Oh, and here is the Immortal Wonder Woman second print #1 design cover. And that is cover price of $6. And that has a full backup co-feature of Nubia. And then here is the Robin, Future State Robin #1 second print. And that is an adult Tim Drake. And here's what I wanted to show you guys for this. It actually has there's that Soul Man, Charles Soule. He's probably getting tired of articles called Soul Man. It's funny because he's white, but it's his interview. Great interview, by the way. He did a lot of great Star Wars comics and then basically headlines the launch of the High Republic doing the prose novel. But what I wanted to show you guys is the High Republic Charles Soule original exclusive fiction, exclusive to this issue. It's exclusive fiction. It is a follow-up to the High Republic prose novel that just came out that he wrote called Light of the Jedi that I read. And it's like a whole chapter. It's a whole chapter of new canon fiction. It literally says exclusive fiction. It's a whole chapter follow-up that is only here. I mean, maybe it'll be after the forward of the next book. I don't know that, but I know it's exclusive to here, and I know the next book doesn't come out for a while. I have it, paid for credit on Audible. But anyway, there it is. That is $10. I promise you, you can go on eBay right now, type in Star Wars Insider Momoko PX exclusive, then click sold, then click most recent, and you'll see most recently it has sold pretty consistently for $20 or $20 once you add in the shipping. I put a $10 cover price, and it has that original fiction, original prose follow-up to the High Republic Light of the Jedi, which I highly recommend. I'm not even selling it. I got a few copies I ordered from Diamond. I have the prose book. It came in, I sold them. I read one. I listened to an Audible. Good stuff. What I really liked about the John Stewart main story is Nort. He's one of my favorite Green Lanterns, and it was really cool to see him as one of, it's not a spoiler, this is a possible future, but one of the last surviving members of the Corps, Nort, the dog Green Lantern, Nort. One of my favorite characters. That was fun. But yeah, the backups I did like better than the front story. Happens sometimes. It's not necessarily a bad thing. All right, we're rounding out towards the end. Here is that Heroes for Hire set. Would have done that for $1 an issue, $12. Here is next week's Catwoman #2. Here is Immortal Wonder Woman #2. This is Nightwing #2. And then if you want the variants of Wonder Woman or Nightwing. I have that. They're $1 more because they're cardstock cover. This is just the actual cover price. Pretty cool. I think that's Cloonan. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, it has to be. Love Becky Cloonan's art since Demo with Brian Wood back in the day. So that is issue 2, the B variant for $7. This is a really cool cover of Nightwing. Issue 2 variant cover. Nice close up. That is the cover price of $5 because it's a cardstock cover. Then I have Shazam 2. And what is really cool about the Shazam is it is a follow-up to Teen Titans Future State. Like at the end, and it's not a spoiler. I'm not going to spoil anything, guys. I'm just saying, once you get the crazy ending of Teen Titans 2 Future State, it says continue this story in the Future State Shazam. And crap, is that Raven on the cover? Yes, it is. Also no spoilers on the cover. So kind of cool. And then we only have 2 minutes left tonight. So if you want to private message me, that's cool. I'll get back to you. And we will be back here next Sunday at 8. And we will be on a Comic Shop's Facebook page live at 8 to 10. I need to fix that. 8 to 10 on Tuesday. And then the Comic Book Shopping Network from 8 to 10 on Wednesday. Back Sunday. So thanks for watching. It's been fun. I'm Aaron with a Comic Shop. And I love comic books. So, I guess we got a minute. How crazy was this? How crazy was this? I'm just going to throw it on eBay. It'll sell. It's crazy. So, good time, good show. Really enjoyed it. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.